Attention, please, and direct your sight to the center of the field. These gentlemen, at this time, we're recognizing the athletes of the class of 1969 who 50 years ago were the first senior class to play on this football field and also in the basketball gymnasium. At this time, we will, yes, applause is appreciated. I have a list of names and the sports they were in at this time. Dennis Aker played football. Rex Burnett, track and cross country. Mike Cook, basketball, football, and cross country. Ed Feldman, basketball and cross country. John Garthrop, football and basketball. Randy Glingle, basketball, football, and baseball. Paul Graham, golf, football, and cross country. Jerry Jackson played golf. Larry Lemler, basketball, cross country, and baseball. Lou Lindsay, football and cross country. Randy Manuel, football, baseball, basketball, and track. Merrill Stouter, baseball, basketball, and track. Joe White, football, baseball, basketball, cross country, and track. Mike Zitz, football, and Max Zolman, cross country. Hope we have everybody's name there. Once again, class of 1969. Athletic Department would like to thank Bain Welker Equipment for donating the Cub Cadet to be used to help transport equipment and supplies to and from the fields of play and practice. Thanks again, Bain Welker Equipment, for supporting Triton Athletics. Triton Athletic Department would also like to thank Kosciuszko Community Hospital for providing the athletic training services. Thanks again, Casey Yates, for supporting Triton Athletics, and Eric Callahan as our athletic trainer.
Did he remember yet?
I mean, what did he do? He acted like that.
Maybe he's just a good actor. Always.
I mean, James seemed to be Trenton. Okay, I feel my yeah. Last 9 meetings for last Triton was back in 2009.
Right. Triton's only beat Bremen twice in the last 35 years.
42.
In the last 42 years.
So we got camera, audio going out.
Man, it's so much up here now.
The 78, 79.
Beat him in 09.
They are fully aware of what
The sectional championship year.
didn't we lose when we were at school? Like when I was a sophomore.
You might have lost it right now.
Is this supposed to be offline?
I
Am I supposed to go say something else?
It's this, and I think that's what was causing us problems, but I don't know how to, unless you just hit close.
Oh. There was another year, then a year or two later, when I was playing.
So,
That game ended with Triton
how you
like
get that up?
9 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you'll please stand, face the north end zone where our flag is flying.
Okay.
The Triton High School Choir will honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
football team ready to come in. Crank it up. Let's bring them in.
Are you ready?
What time we got? Give me a couple. Give me about another minute.
Trojan fans, are you ready for some football?
You'll have to keep an eye, make sure that don't freeze up.
Yeah. It's hard to tell at the start because nothing's really happening. Yeah. Okay. So just ready to go on. I'll do my little intro.
Okay. I couldn't hear myself earlier. Can you hear me? There. Test.
We got 5 minutes to go.
Check. There we go.
Can you hear yourself now?
Yeah.
Bremen has won the toss before the second half option. Triton will receive the opening kickoff and be kicked.
All right, welcome Triton Trojans fans. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler, and joined up here tonight is special guest Gavin. Greer going to be running the controls there for us tonight. Kenny's away for the next couple of weeks. We'll miss having him. I mean, we can send it up to him, but he's not in the Goodyear blimp. For tonight's battle, it's the battle for Highway 331 as the Bremen Lions head south to the Trojan field to take on our Triton Trojans. Fresh off their first H&AC victory over Caston a week ago. But first for tonight, the visiting Lions, a team better than their record suggests. Don't let their winless start to the season fool you. They're still a tough-nosed team who can be very physical, tough, and will work for all 4 quarters. For Triton, things are trending in a good direction before they face a tough schedule for the rest of the season. They're really starting to hit a stride, improving in lots of areas. With the adversity they faced this season with some injuries along the line, this team has embraced the next man up play for their brothers in arms. You'll see some changes along the line here tonight with Jacob Wilson out alongside a couple other key players. We'll be out along the line, so we'll have some different looks on the line. So like we said, tonight the battle for 3-3-1 is about to kick off. Triton will receive the kick the way things are looking there. So fasten your seatbelts for week 4. Gavin, it's good to have you up here tonight, bud.
Thanks for having me.
I think you'll get her figured out. It's good to have Gavin up here. You like talking to him during basketball season, so good to have him up here. Young man knows quite a bit about sports. So he might be teaching me a few things here tonight. We'll see how that works. So Gavin, what are you kind of thinking tonight? I mean, you kind of go to high school. What's kind of the feel around school today for the
team's excited for this game. They want to win it after what happened last year. They're all thinking they're going to have a good game.
That's the feeling I kind of got Wednesday night during the volleyball game, talking to a few of the guys and talking to Connor Pitney and Keegan Westafer. These guys are amped up, ready to go. Talking to Cam Shively during the junior high game on Saturday. He says, we're ready to rock and roll, and I'm sure they are tonight. Quentin Amsden back deep to receive the kick, getting ready to send it away for the Bremen Lions is Bryce Wagaman, the senior. We'll send it away for the kickoff, and we'll get this Week 4 matchup underway here at Trojan Field.
For Bremen, number 20, Bryce Wagaman, set to kick off.
And I put that right where I didn't want it.
5.
So Amsden back to receive. Here we go. Game's underway. High kick all the way over. Amsden's and receiving it. It's going to be Gavin Ness around it inside his own 20-yard line. He gets a little bit of space. He's still on his feet and fights his way all the way up to the 35-yard line. Good return there and pretty good field position for the senior Connor Pitney and company to get things underway here. Of course, tonight the wind's blowing in really strong there from the west tonight. A little warm starting game time, but it'll cool off. Let's hope it cools off as the night goes on. As long as it's not like last week. That was kind of that misty, foggy stuff was kind of, that wasn't fun.
No, it wasn't.
there's no good thing about it. So along the line, like I said, there's going to be some changes here tonight. Trey Schuett left tackle, Cam Shively at left guard, McCoy at right tackle, Farrell at center, and at right guard. On the incomplete, and on right guard is going to be Trenton Kreft. He'll be number 57, changing from middle linebacker into right guard. So the first play of the game is an incomplete pass by Connor Pitney and intended for Hunter McIntyre. They get to play from the sideline. They'll set up here. They're going to have two wide receivers split to either side. Amsden the tight end right. Baxter on the near side. Cabrera and Shumpert out left. Little motion. Here comes the blitz. McIntyre trying to find space. Flags all over the play. And we're going to have our first penalty on the game. Might be on the Trojans. Let's see what the call is here. I think I'm going to call an illegal shift. So illegal shift on the play. That shift by Amsden inside didn't. That's not a legal shift according to the official. Now they're going to run the next set and they're going to split. We're going to split everybody out to different sides. Pitney's going to be back in the shotgun with McIntyre on his right hip. Here's the snap. He's looking left. Will quick, a little too low of a throw, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Intended for Lucas Cabrera. 3 and out early on for the Trojans. Not quite the start we're looking for. It's always tough to be that first team out of the gate after you receive kickoff.
Yeah.
So Lucas Cabrera, a very talented kicker, a guy who can really get a hold of the ball, has like that wind coming in from the west. He's going to have to really play that wind and see what he can do, judging them across there. Back to receive. Got two receivers back there. Hunter Bennett, the junior, alongside, I believe over there is, can't see who that is over there. Cabrera receives the snap. He sends a nice kick all the way back. They're going to have to trail back for it. And Ginter's going to let it bounce out of bounds, and it's going to go all the way down. Looks almost to the Bremen 20-yard line is where they will set up shop. Good punt by Lucas Cabrera to kind of pin them back a little ways, make them work for it. Of course, Bremen coming in that offense, kind of having a hard time this season with everything, putting points up on the board. But keep an eye on Ethan Nunemaker. Even though he's a sophomore, he has a real nice release. Guy that gets his feet set real quick and make that quick throw. But he's got plenty of guys to throw to. I mean, Bryce Wogman's a very talented player. Zach Zarnecki, another one. And you can't rule out Zach Miller and R.J. Simpson, two other guys you can see, we'll see, and Ginter as well getting involved. So Bennett will be here near side, one wide out far side. It's Ginter. One back in the backfield. Nunemaker. He'll go back under center. Going to run the I formation. Shifting his blockers over. Wogman back there. He'll give it to the halfback, and he'll try to find some space. And he's got some open room. He's got some space. He has the sideline. Can Baxter get him? And Baxter will knock Ginter. Excuse me, that was Brady Ginter, knocks him out of bounds on a big run. Can't have that. He found that inside play and just took it off for a long run. Tried to have a hard time getting that one and stopped. Could be a little experience there on that line, kind of get everybody kind of figured out, but you still have Trenton Kreft back there at middle linebacker, so not a lot of changes, but we'll see who they throw in. It's a good job by Chance Baxter to cut that angle off and turn him outside to at least stop it from taking it the whole way. So Nunemaker back under center. Going to go back under there. Hands off, goes right back to Ginter, and Ginter is stuffed quickly. In on the tackle is Trenton Kreft and Nate Amsden, the two very talented Trojan defensemen, show up there and get in there on that one.
No gain on the play, second.
Good job to stuff that. They were ready for the run on that play. Kind of get the opening nerves kind of kicked out. Kobe Mass is going to relay the defensive call. Nunemaker gets his from Coach Leeper. Team a season ago went all the way down to the state semifinal. It came just up shy and making a trip to the Lucas Oil Stadium. So here we go, coming near side there is Sam Huffman, the tight end senior. Handoff's going to go up to Wagaman, and he's going to get stuffed again. Good job there on that left side of the line to really slow him down. So that big run, everybody kind of got themselves adjusted, knew they meant business running the ball. Riker checking in for McCoy. He'll come out. Change things up along the line. So here we go now. 3rd and 8 from the Triton 45-yard line for Nunemaker, who's going to work out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split to the near side, 1 solo right. He's going looking left. Immediately tries to find the tight end and does. He's going to try to find some space, but good tackle by Baxter initially, but Cabrera, the team's got to hang on to him. They stop forward progress, and I don't think that's going to be enough for a first down. Good team tackling there by the Trojans. That'll bring up 4th down. Got to think they're going to go for it here on this opening drive. So 4th and 2. The Triton 39-yard. It looks like indeed Coach Leeper's going to go for it, trying to get some points up here on Triton. Like I said, John Harrell's got the Bremen favored by 10. One or two things can happen. We'll see what happens here. This is going to be a big early down in this game. I think he could go to Wagaman here, and does. Wagaman's going to try to bounce it up through the middle. He'll have enough for a first down. That's how most teams do it. You get that short yardage thing, you give it to your big, heavy runner, just let him bull his way right up the middle. That's what Wagaman does there on that one. Coach Whitaker's defense has been pretty talented. He's got a few losses on there along the line, but so far we'll see what these guys can step up. You still got Cam Shively, Nate Amsden down there, and you can't rule out Jeremiah Farrell. He's a strong dude. Good to have Riker back. And we'll see at the second level if they can really slow down that running attack. Splitting out right is going to be Zach Miller. 2 wide receivers near side. Nunemaker rolling right. He's looking for Miller. Miller's open on the play, but good job by Triton to get in there to rush the quarterback. Kind of
real good pressure.
That was real good pressure coming off that far side there. They read that one good, and really good job to shut that one off. So they'll bring up 2nd and 10 on the Triton 33-yard line. That's one thing I always like is the pass rush. Those guys that just jump in there, and of course, being a Broncos fan, I'm spoiled. I'll say the best pass rusher in the league, but some might argue with me. So here we go, middle linebacker, Kobe Mast, Trenton Kreft, Keegan Westafer kind of inching his way up, McIntyre, Cabrera, and Baxter out the corners. Amsden, the safety up top, the single high, but we're going to get a timeout, I believe, on Bremen. Leeper did not like the look he got. So like we said, tonight's keys is going to be next man up, because when you have injuries, you can't really just in high school, you can't just go to the free agency market and see who you have to bring in. You got to, this is kind of, it's tough for a 1A school to kind of just dig up players from anywhere. But Triton's got a pretty deep football team, so they can pull players out that they can, but these guys it's next man up. I mean, you're going to have to shift plays, but like I said, I'm really interested to see what Trenton Kreft does along the line on offensive line. He's a strong guy.
He is.
He may look a little bit thinner there on his waist down, but this is a guy he's got big arms. He's big and wide and strong. We see him play basketball, and he's a tough dude there, and I'm pretty sure he can handle these linemen just fine. Of course, Trace Shue will be out there, and a very talented freshman. That young man's only going to get better. So we'll see if they can stop him here on 2nd down. Nunemaker out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Play action fake goes across the middle, up off the hands. And Westafer was kind of there, almost had a chance to the interception, but good job to get in there and put the pressure on Sam Huffman. So I'll be incomplete there. Brings up 3rd down and 10. As we're inside 9 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. We'll see if Triton's defense can stand tall. Remember what they did against South Central. That's a team that came in. Triton had the lead for most of 3 quarters, but then they kind of made a comeback. But Triton made stops on specific downs to really slow them up, and their defense is what saved them in that game. Okay, here we go. Nunemaker sends Bennett in motion. Give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, it's going to be a trick play. He's going to try the deep pass. He has a guy down there, and he's going to have a touchdown from 33 yards out, completed to Sam Huffman. To Zach Miller. So you see here the trick play on the reverse, but he stops, and he throws it deep, and Miller is all by himself. The coverage lost him. 33 yards is their end. So Triton gives up the big play there to let Bremen strike first. So Wagaman's going to line up for the kick. So we'll see what they do here. Oh, Farrell might have jumped off sides, but it'll split the uprights. So that'll put them up 7-0 here in the first quarter. Triton's going to have to answer here on this next drive to give themselves a shot. Well, I'm going to put you on the spot here, Gavin. Well, now you're on offense. Where would you think you would be if it's you out there calling the shots? What would you be calling down there?
I'd be going for passes. That's what I think is the best part of our offense this year. We have good receivers. We have Chance Baxter, who they were saying today at school, he's 5 for 5 on catches, about 100 yards already. Mm-hmm. I think we should pass down the field because we got speed on them. Have to let the offensive line get used to blocking before I would go to the run game.
Yeah, but pass blocking is a little bit easier than it is to do the run blocking because that's where you got to stand up and you got to shove the guys in the direction you want them to and get to your gaps. But pass blocking, you can stand up and kind of get to your position quicker than the other defensive line or the guys on the blitz, and that gives you time.
Space.
Well, and when you got a smart quarterback like Connor Pitney, I said the other day, I know he didn't hear me say it, but I wish he was a sophomore. I like watching Connor step back there and sling a pass. I mean, the guy waits to the last second to throw. He's just going to have to kind of absorb that pressure, and then online's just going to have to give him just that split second longer to give them a chance. Wagaman gets ready to send it away. Amsden back to receive. And it's going to go back over. Gavin Ness is going to take it from his own 19-yard line. He'll get himself up there. Here comes the pressure, and he might have fumbled it. Nope, he held on to it. So he'll get up. Short gain on there, not too bad, but they'll get past the 30. We'll see what Pitney and company have in store for us on this drive. Yeah, Chance Baxter's a really talented wideout. I mean, we got the wideouts that can really burn down there. We just got to give ourselves enough time to get those passes off.
Yeah.
And get it into our playmakers' hands. We got some good backs. We just got to get those lines opened up. But tonight we're going to have to watch that air raid. With that wind, it might be a little hard, but we'll see if Pitney had a hard time completing passes there on that first drive. We'll see what he can do here to answer. Triton's going to have to answer early to keep in pace with the Lions. Two wide receivers split to either side. On over to D'Angelo Shumpert. Shumpert makes a little quick move, but only gets a few yards on the game. Maybe got 5 yards on the play. So about 4 yards on the play, so 2nd down and 6 now, a little more manageable. Baxter's going to be near side. Amsden's going to be the tight end right. Shumpert and Cabrera out left. McIntyre on the left hip of Pitney. So here we go. Play action fake, quick kicker on over to Shumpert again. They must have been listening to you, Gavin. Here he's going to break outside. Shumpert still got some space, and he'll get out, forced out by Bennett. I wonder if Coach was listening to you on that one. Now, see, I try to coach the Broncos at home. Not that they'll ever listen to what I have to say, but my wife always asks me, you know they can't hear you, right? I'm like, yeah, but I heard myself.
I do the same watching games.
Basketball is – I get real vocal during basketball. So here we go, Pitney now. 3rd down and 2, big play here coming up. Here's the snap. Hands off to McIntyre. McIntyre's got to try to burn his way up. Man with the motor don't quit. Gets stopped on that one. He'll be short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down on the play. That might be about 4th and 2 or 3. Not much of a gain on the play. Got to think that Coach Eunice is going to have to be aggressive and go for it here, but it looks like the punt team's going to go out there. It's going to give his defense a chance to stop him again. However, let's see who's where. Keep an eye on what they could do. Back deep will be Genter and Bennett. Here we go. Snaps off to Kobe Mass. Kobe Mass is going to try to find the corner. Kobe Mass, is he going to get there? Kobe Mass might have enough. It's going to be close. Might be just short. I don't know if he got there. It's going to be close. So we'll see what they do. That they might bring a measurement out. That looks like that might be enough for a first down, and they're going to say it is. Triton got the first down. Big conversion there by Kobe Mass. Watch him here. He's got to use every ounce of speed he's got to find that outside. They did a good job covering, but he gets just enough out of bounds. Good job there. 3 wide receivers, trips left, 1 wide out to the near side. Pitney now with the snap. He's looking long left, trying to overthrows Amsden, and Bennett will intercept him, but he drops it. That might be, we're going to see what they call here. He fumbled the ball, and it went out of bounds. We'll see what they're calling here, but it looks like they're going to wave it off. They're going to bring the defense onto the field. So interception by Pitney. So there's they're going to say holding. So that'll be the first. So the 3rd interception for Pitney on the season. I might be wrong on that. But right there kind of looks like the wind kind of got a hold of that one. It was up in the air for a little while, and it kind of overthrew Amsden. Might have been a little miscommunication on the route. Either way, they're going to set up now. First and 10, need a big stand from the defense here. Here's the snap, handoff, goes up to Wagaman, and the big fullback's going to rumble forward for a pretty good gain on first down. That's always tough when you sit back there and throw. I mean, it's easy for us to sit up here and say what's going on, but with Connor's eyes, I mean, to throw it deep like that, you got to try to throw where your guys are going and try to throw your guys open. It was a good throw by Connor. It
was.
I mean, could have just got it underneath of it. Good stop there on that second down run. But did a good job trying to get that out to Amsden. This wasn't just a little bit overthrown. But like I said, that wind is starting to – it's blowing pretty good from the west. So, and that's where he was kind of – it can carry that. Speaking as an outfielder, it can carry. So here we go, 6 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Bremen leads 7-0, 3rd and 3 now for Nunemaker. He'll take the snap, play action fake, he's gonna roll right. Farrell had a beat on him, he's gonna run, Mass can't get to him, he'll get a first down on the play. Triton had a play on him, Jeremiah Farrell had a beat on him, but the left tackle did, or the right tackle did a good job kind of chipping him off there on the end. That'll be a first down as they'll be a yard away from the 50-yard line, knocking on the door, coming back into Trojan territory.
Ball spotted at the Bremen 49-yard line.
So Bennett outright near side is going to be Zach Miller, who caught that touchdown early on. Nunemaker 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to try to go over to Miller. Too low of a pass, incomplete. Had just enough cushion underneath there, enough of a window to throw it in there through the zone. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Of course, like I said earlier, we're joined up here in the booth tonight, man at the controls, senior Gavin Greer. Good to have Gavin up here. You got to get these high school kids in here and let them start talking a little bit. And Gavin, he knows quite a bit about sports. Had a lot of good conversations with them. Good to have him up here. Nunemaker out of the shotgun. He'll fake the pitch to the left. He'll go across the middle and has it to his senior tight end. He'll find some space, and he'll stay on his feet, still rumbling forward. Brought down on the long play by McIntyre and Cabrera, helping each other out down the way. Big gain for Sam Huffman.
Huffman tackled at the Triton 32-yard line. Picks up the first down.
He got just free, so their passing game is really working for them here tonight. Play action fakes there. So the line consisting of Farrell, Reichert, and Shively. Amsden here on the near side. Of course, the 2 stud middle linebackers in Kreft and Mast. Westafer playing up close to the line, too. He's a strong guy. Keep an eye on him. Had that Odell Beckham-esque catch. So he could go for that interception. Hands off to Ginter. Ginter will get across there, and he'll stay on his feet.
Yeah.
So Ginter's going to come down. He'll take a quick breather. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 3. Inside 5 minutes remaining opening corner. Nunemaker gets his call. He'll come out. So we're going to go back into the I formation. You're going to have Wogman back there as the far running back, and they'll give it to him. He's going to try to find some space. Gets a little hold there, and it looks like he'll have enough for a first down. Bremen's offense is firing here as they traveled south to Trojan Field. Right now looking real strong. Definitely missing Jacob Wilson here tonight.
Triton, 6-yard gain and a first down for Orion.
We'll see what they do here. 1st and 10 from the Triton 19-yard line. 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here. Nunemaker back under center. Fullback in there now. We're looking is Trevor Rowe. He has to kind of work that one up. Baxter has a play, and Bennett mossed him. That should end up on you got mossed. Bennett goes up there. Baxter had his hands on it. Watch this play here. I know it's for Bremen, but watch the play here. He just rips it out of the hands of Chance Baxter for the touchdown from 19 yards out. So for there, that'll be another score to put them up 2 scores now. That shouldn't have when you got mossed. Just saying. I understand it's the opposing team, but still, that was impressive.
Kind of like boxed him out in the air. Got the ball out.
Yep, went right up over top of him. Kick. It's going to look like it is good. And Bremen goes up 14-0 here on the Trojans.
So with 3 minutes, 49 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Still a lot of football yet to be played. We'll see if the Trojans can kind of get over that mental block of Bremen's coming to town and get ready to kind of force it there. For these guys, they really need to keep that up, that level of play, that intensity. I mean, they played well against Caston a week ago. They played South Central good. I mean, LaVille, they hadn't played well early, but then LaVille, as talented as they are, just pulled away in that game. But Triton has learned a lot. This is a hardworking group of guys. And Gavin can agree, it's a good character group. He gets to go to school with them every day, so he gets to see most of these guys. So we'll see what they can do here. They're going to have to stand tall, and this is going to have to be they're going to have to get points on this drive. Keep themselves in it, kind of keep that confidence brewing going away. Passing game, short passing game worked there for the Pitney to Shumpert connection. So we'll see if they run a little bit more of that, and we just watch Chance Baxter getting involved. He's a guy who can get his hands on the ball. He can find it. He showed it that he found it there on that play. Just Bennett was a little bit stronger, and he just ripped it. Just got in there and ripped it away. So see what Gavin Ness has returned the last 2 kicks, kind of falling to him around the 20-yard line. See if one gets back to Amsden. Of course, he's a pretty shifty athlete. We see what he can do on the basketball court. We'll see what he can do here. Wogman gets ready to send it away. And he's going to kind of kick it back over. And Amsden's going to have a shot outside his 12-yard line. Here we go. Amsden cuts back into the middle of the field. He's still on his feet. Amsden still going. Amsden with a nice return up to the 35-yard line. Good job by him. A little over 20 yards on the play. Watch him here. He'll show off that quick foot speed. He'll get here. Watch where he gets these blockers and he goes away. Right there. Missed that first guy. Right here I'm talking about. Boom. He hits that this acceleration and pulls the guys with him. That's what you call a good kick returner right there. I always wondered why Q never played football as fast as he is, but it's good to see him out there as a senior. So we'll see if they can keep the intensity up, see if they can kind of go back out and run it down. The line's not doing too bad of a job protecting Pitney, so we'll see what they do with 2 wideouts to the near side. Amsden is in the tight end spot left with Cabrera on the far left. Here's the snap for Pitney. Quick hit over to Chance Baxter. He's 6 for 6. He'll work himself up there, and he'll get up to the 40-yard line, gets about 3 yards on the play.
Number 20, Chance Baxter.
Actually, he'll get 4 on the play there. 2nd and 6. Good job by Chance Baxter. You heard Gavin say earlier, 5 for 5. He's 6 for 6 now. So right there, the productive thing about a short pass like that, the thing you can set up is you're really opening yourself for a shot downfield. You keep throwing them short like that, you'll cheat that defense up. But still, those 4 or 5 yards, you'll take those all day long. McIntyre, he cuts back up. Can the man with the motor don't quit? He's working his way. It's going to be close to, might just be just short of a first down. Good job by Hunter McIntyre with that motor that doesn't quit to drive himself through there. Watch him here. He breaks that first tackle. Watch him kick into gear. Boom, right there, and he'll go right through. Good job by him to get past that 40, gets up to the 45-yard line. 3rd and 1 here. Big 3rd down for the Trojans. Inside 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. But see, the nice thing about short passes and runs, and getting those few yards, is you got that clock running. That clock's going to be Triton's friend here tonight. We'll see what that line can do. Amsden in there to help protect. Here comes the blitz. McIntyre finds enough for a first down. He'll rumble forward for a few yards. Looks like about a 4-yard play, 4-yard gain on the play up to their own 49. Watch him accelerate here. Boom. Gets right through there and goes right. That's one thing I like about Hunter is he's a very patient runner. He waits for that block to set up in that right side. As you can see there, Trenton Kreft, a guy who plays fullback and can run back there, open up that lane real good with him and Farrell and McCoy on that right side to give McIntyre a chance to rumble through. First down and 10 now as they're threatening to go into territory. And we're going to get an encroachment on the defense. Looked like jumping off sides. I believe was, yep, that's who it was. Deontay Brown, the sophomore, comes across there. Good job on the hard count by Connor Pitney. That'll make it first down and 5 as they make their way into Bremen territory. So here we go. 1st and 5. Pitney works out of the shotgun, looking left, goes, almost gets it knocked down the line. Was looking for McIntyre on the short pass. Knocked down by Marty Mangus, the sophomore linebacker. Gonna shift things around. Of course, the offensive genius down there and Rodney Eunice, or as former Triton coach Ron Brown would say, the offensive mastermind, evil scientist back there. So here we go. We'll see what Pitney can do. Goes up to McIntyre. McIntyre is driving forward. You talk about a good run on 2nd down. There it is. A man with a motor that doesn't quit. He's getting stronger as the year goes on. Watch him here. Just runs right through those guys, find his way through. This man alive, throwing that weight around. You want to know how to be a running back, right there's how you do it. 1st and 10 now for the Trojans. From the Bremen 40-yard line. They're driving and that clock is just draining down. This is going to be a long drive. This is what the offense needs to do. Keep their defense off the field. Pitney's going to go back to work with the shotgun. Here's a snap. Goes back to McIntyre on the near side. He's going to try to go in. He'll get popped pretty good there by Wagaman. And on the tackle.
Inside the 40 to the 38. Picks up 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
So 2nd down and 8 now. Minute 15 remaining in the opening quarter. Triton trails. But the offense is showing some life here. Pitney back out of the shotgun. McIntyre on his left hip. He's looking high. He's going to go over. And, right over top of Chance Baxter. Couldn't quite get there in time. Just a little too high, a little too much on it. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8 now. But sitting there watch Pitney, you talk about an accurate quarterback and a smart quarterback. That young man can do it all. Big 3rd down here. Pitney, here we go. We're going to run the option. Finds McIntyre on the left side. He gets around the side. He's going to try to cut back in. Good cut in by McIntyre. And then throw a flag on the play. That could be on Triton possibly. Going to be a hold on Triton. Looks like they're going to move him back. Or legal block in the back. That'll move him back a ways. So 3rd and 8. Just went to 3rd and 18 now as they move back. Third and 13 rather. Forgot to go from block it back to go from the spot of the foul. Pitney strolls back out there. Big 3rd down play. We'll see what he can do here. Wind shifting directions. Here comes the blitz. Pitney with the good arm throw. Goes to Baxter, but just a little too high for Chance Baxter on that one. And that'll bring up 4th down. Got to think being in Bremen territory, what they're going to do, but they're going to have a chance. They're going to send Lucas Cabrera out there to send it away yet again. Bennett and, of course, Genter will be back to receive. However, if you're looking there, they're going to they might keep some guys up there. Scratch. They're going to throw another guy back there with Bennett to receive. It's R.J. Simpson, the junior. As Cabrera gets ready to send it away, he's got a pretty good leg. We'll see if he can pin him deep again. Letting that clock really roll down. Cabrera now gets a good kick away. It's high, and it's going to bounce the goal line, and it's just going to roll its way into the end zone. That was a good right idea, just a little too much on it. Like I said, that wind shifted directions. So here we go. The Trojan defense is going to have to hold them on this drive. 29 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Bremen leads 14-0. We got one more home game after this. That'll be against North Judson, be about 3 weeks from today. Be at Culver and Pioneer the next 2 weeks. Then we'll be at Knox and Winamac to round out the season. Nunemaker, hands off. Ginter's got some space. Ginter gets to the outside. He has some space. Ginter's got a blocker. He is one man to be, and he trips over his feet and falls out of bounds. Oh, nope, they're going to say he didn't. No, I can't tell. They stopped the clock, so Ginter here gets some good speed to the outside, cuts outside, gets a good block downfield, and he'll go away. Miller set up that block. Good job by McIntyre to knock him out of bounds to stop the big play. So here we go. They're now in Triton. They're now in Triton territory now. Amsden and McCoy are going to switch spots. Nunemaker now out of the shotgun. He'll play action fake, looking now across the middle. Here comes the blitz. Triton got a beat on him. Can they bring him down? He'll get to the first down marker and get outside.
Nunemaker scrambling.
That'll be a first down. Triton had a beat on him here with that outside play. Couldn't quite get to him in time. Nunemaker's got quite a bit of speed. Bremen looking pretty good here early on. Inside 10 seconds remaining here. First down and 10 for the Lions. So they're moving the chains pretty fluidly here. Ginter's going to come out here to the near side. Wagaman's in the backfield with, there's going to be up across the middle. There's Trevor Rowe, and Trevor Rowe is going to get up part through there, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Bremen leads 14-0. Of course, tomorrow, if you want to tune in, we'll have some games tomorrow with the girls' volleyball tournament. That was a lot of fun here tonight. They beat North Judson. Unfortunately, they lost last night, but I'm telling you that they worked hard on Wednesday night. That was a lot of fun for me to broadcast. I tell you, Gavin, I almost like it a little bit better in basketball.
You do?
It's you talk about fast pace now. I mean, it gets going. You get a rally and everybody, and they can, how them girls kind of can hit that ball. I'll tell you what, that one girl from North Judson, you talk about sending a rocket. Jeesh.
Yeah, you could hear every hit they did on that.
I watched some of the guys play on Ball State trying to learn how to broadcast volleyball, and one guy got hit in the face, and oh my word. I think he had to have plastic surgery after getting hit there. My goodness. So coming out, Bremen will have the ball, 2nd and 1 on the Triton 28-yard line. If you're on defense, what kind of things do you think you would attack, Gavin?
Their runners are doing real good tonight. I tried to push the gaps, get through, put more pressure onto the quarterback.
So we might have Drew Stichter might be coming up here to join us in a little bit. Might give, I don't know if we got a fourth headset or not. I don't know if Orion's going to give his up or not.
Well, I'm not talking much.
He's not talking, so I mean, we'll have Drew come up. Be good to have Drew up here. He's on his way up here. Be good to have him. He was a lot of fun the last time against Winamac, so Gavin's doing a pretty good job running the controls there. His crash course he had early. So here we go, Nunemaker. He'll hand off. It's going to go to Rowe again, and he'll rumble forward for a first down. So they'll get up narrow. They're now to the 22-yard line, 1st and 10. Knocking on the door, threatening to hit pay dirt again. A turnover here would be huge for the Trojans. They need a big stop here to get that momentum shifted back in their way, to get that energy back up. Noonemaker now 2 backs split on either side. He'll hand off again to Rowe, or Ginter now. Ginter's going to work up free. He's just running free right up the middle of that line. And it looks like it's going to be enough for another first down. 2 big first down carries back-to-back here early on in the second quarter.
Picks up 11 yards to the 11-yard line and a first down. First and 10.
So that's going to put them now just out of first and goal. They were in the red zone the last time they scored. So Bennett and Miller's going to be on either side. Noonemaker out of the shotgun. Play action fake, looking for Miller on the right side. Here comes Westafer, had a beat on him. Noonemaker trying to go up and over, and he'll throw it away wisely out the back of the end zone. You can go grab his.
Noonemaker's pass is incomplete.
Or he'll probably hand it over to you. So see the replay there. Gavin's getting really good. I think we just froze. Uh-oh. Well, we just froze. So
We just froze.
Hang tough here a minute. I mean, you played basketball and you played football with him too. He's a strong young man.
Yeah, he's definitely got bigger over this past offseason, and he's quick, jumpy, athletic. He's hard to pin down.
Now he's a guy you watch play basketball, just see how strong he is playing against guys down the post, and those legs keep churning for him. He's just a strong runner.
Oh yeah.
And he'll show it off
He'll
right
pick
there.
up
That's
the
a first down on that one. Good job. And that's one thing being a running back. Watch the play here. He'll cut up right upfield there, and he'll just keep driving.
Yeah, he got up 2 or 3 yards after the first contact. That's really nice. That's what you want.
And that's where he's kind of getting that strong bit of running. He can get that, and then you can really throw in the play action pass at that running game. They start to cheat up there.
Yeah, you get that running game going. Linebackers are creeping up. You can sneak ones behind. Those quick, short passes work way more effective after you got the linebackers.
You start to get
biting.
them to cheat back a little bit and just start to bite on everything. Mass now back. You talk about another tough runner. Here's another one.
Yeah.
He's going to give it to Mass. We'll see if he can drive his way up there. He's going to lose a yard, looks like, on the play. Maybe 2 on the play. Oh, there's 1. So second down and 11. But like I was saying earlier, I wish Pitney was a sophomore.
Yeah, had him for another year.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what.
Is he a
Or a
senior?
couple years. Yeah, he's a senior this year.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, Connor's a senior. I'll tell you what. I liked watching Beau play quarterback, but he's really growing on me.
Okay.
He'll stand there in the pocket, kind of shades of Dan Marino, stand in the pocket, take it, and just wait for that right time to throw the ball there.
He
Showing
took
my
a-
age.
Took a massive hit earlier. He's not afraid of contact.
Oh.
He was doing a read option and right off the end, and that end just smoked him. But
Yeah.
he stood in there, got the pitch off.
Yeah, and that's one thing. He's got ice water in his veins. The incomplete pass there to Mast. It was a good play just out of the side of his fingertips. But that's one thing with Connor. He'll sit there. I was talking to him Wednesday night. I said, I just love watching him stand in the pocket and take a hit, or he'll wait for that window to be open,
Yeah.
and he'll throw his guy
Oh, yeah.
open.
Which is nice.
Well, and seeing and he's getting that accuracy figured out when you go from a Tye Orsund and a D'Angelo Shumpert who can run, or Delano Shumpert who can really run underneath the football. You don't have quite the speed, but you have some really good skill guys that can get some separation. He's going to try to show it off here. Shumpert, not quite enough. Overthrew him there on that one.
Hard to believe that he overthrew Shumpert, but
D'Angelo and I were talking in the interview. He says, I may not be as fast as Big Brother. He may interview better than me, but he says, I'm still pretty tough.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got a great attitude about him.
You can't overlook the younger Shumpert. He has some skill, too.
Yeah, don't let him fool you. So that'll bring up 4th down now and 11. They're going to send Cabrera back out there to send away. You talk about a promising junior in Cabrera. He's going to be a gamer.
Oh, yeah. He's punted really nice.
And he runs back there and hit the quarterback. He had a little bit of trouble with his footwork early on during the Manchester scrimmage, but then he kind of came in. He's figured his footwork, and he's really got that figured out. He's going to be a pretty good mobile quarterback. Ball inside the 25-yard, looks like up to the 23. Good punt there. That he'll get a hold of him. I mean, that last one, if he would have just had a little bit less on, he could have pinned him inside the 5-yard line.
Too far.
Just a little too far. So here we go on defense. Got to really be ready for that run. We got some promising players on like Cam Shiley, a really promising freshman. He's going to be good when he's a senior. And watching his younger brother play on Saturday, he's going to be a special player too. He's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Cole?
Yeah, Cole's pretty good. There were some other players in that 8th grade class that's going to be some tough young men when they get up here next year.
Oh, yeah. These next few few classes, freshman, 8th, 7th. They got some athletes in them.
So they're going to, I mean, they could be shades of Run the Run we just saw the previous 2 or 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
So Noonamaker back out of the shotgun. Triton showing blitz. Going to get up to Wagman. He's going to try to find some space to the outside, and he'll have enough, and they're going to get a penalty flag on the play. Will this be Bremen's first penalty?
So that was a really nice play. They tried to run up the middle, tried to bounce it out, but they just drug it out, and they couldn't even get any yards. So
and
that's what you like to see.
Well, and right there, that was a plus thing for Triton. They looked real good. They actually got to the corner. Face mask against Triton. Didn't see that one coming.
No, you did not.
Of course, with our angle, we couldn't quite see it from here.
Yeah, it's on the opposite side.
But, I mean, right there, they did a good job getting there on the play, but just got a piece of that face mask. So that'll bring a 1st and 10. I don't know what they're going to do now. First and 5?
Face mask is only 5 yards. That can't be right.
So we're going to timeout for Triton on that one.
Is face mask only 5 yards?
I thought it was 15.
Yeah, I thought it was personal foul.
Okay, so they're going to call it 6 yards on him. It's supposed to be 5 yards from the spot.
Huh.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, we'll learn something here tonight. So if you're down there, Coach Eunice, and you're a leader on this team, what are you telling? I mean, okay, granted, these guys, they're not young. They're just they're lacking field experience because that big class that left last year.
Yeah.
What would you be telling there if you're Coach Eunice telling those guys?
I'd be telling them you got to fight back. Like, this is a time where you got to bone up. You got to put your foot in the ground and just not get pushed over. Like, these guys are coming out here hitting you hard, and you've obviously gave up a few touchdowns, gave up a few plays. This is where you can't give up. It's where you got to put your foot in the ground, learn, and fight back and fix your few mistakes that you've already had.
Because there's still plenty of football left, and a lot of things can happen. Like of course, today, Friday the 13th, you got a full moon. There's still something. Anything can happen tonight.
Be a pitch.
You're going to pitch out to the outside. Ginter's got some space, but here comes Baxter. Good hit by Quentin Amsden to get in there and keep him brought down. Now you played. Now watch here. Watch the initial hit by Baxter. Baxter kind of comes up there, gets a bump on him, enough time to slow down. And Amsden just comes there and drives him back. That was a good play. Good job on the replay there, Gavin.
Very nice. Also saw I'm blanking on his name now. 12?
Keegan.
Yeah, Keegan Westafer. Coming up there, took out all the lead blockers, left them wide open just for your corners and safeties coming in and cleaning up.
And he's really grown this year with all the playing time he's got back in safety. I mean, when he's kind of playing up a little more, but that free safety spot, he's really owning it. Wagaman now for the run. He'll go up the middle there on the first down carry, and he'll rumble forward for a good 8 yards on the carry. Now, Cabrera comes up slow. Hope he's okay.
Not what you want to see.
Not what you want to see at all, especially for one of the better athletes on this football team. So you played middle linebacker. I mean, there's some pretty capable linebackers out there with Kreft and Mast. What are you doing? Because you're kind of like the quarterback on defense. What would you be telling the guys as far as what to be doing along the line to really kind of eat up those blockers to force those runners back?
Don't get pushed back. Fight back. Fill your hole. Like, worry about your gap. Worry about your assignment, and trust your teammates.
McIntyre almost had a hold of that one. He was stride for stride with Bennett. But, yeah, pick up your man and you get in there, eat up those gaps, give your second wave of guys. But, I mean, the safeties have to really read that. Good job, Gavin. He's liking that replay. He's got her figured out now. But being back there, your safeties have that next level's got to really read up there and be paying attention to that runner, especially these guys breaking off 6, 7, 8 yards on the carry. They're going to have to read that and get up there and hit somebody. 3rd down and 2 now from their own 43-yard line. This could be a big down here if Triton can hold them. Hand off to Ginter again. He'll break through, and he's got an open lane up the middle. Runs over. Good job by Amsden to kind of hang on to him.
Save the touchdown right there.
Save the touchdown. He held on to him. You know, Q may not look like the strongest man in the world, but he really is. I mean, you played basketball with him. You talk about a guy that's going to go in and make contact, not afraid to make the play. That's Q's MO. He's just a tough young man.
Yeah. So what I'd be telling my guys is fight back. Don't just give up, hang your head, and fill your gap.
Because, I mean, right now, they're still, 3 scores. There's still a point. They can make a big stand here and force a turnover or push them back. It can still mean huge for the second half. He's going to go deep. Bennett's got underneath. Amsden slows him down. Oh, Quentin Amsden had a hold of it. Oh.
So stuff like that, you see there's hope right there. You make that play right there, you have it ball back, 5 minutes.
And they're playing the pass a lot better than they were in the first quarter. They've really picked up. The defensive backs have really stood tall. That was one thing I wrote down on my first is the defensive backs do a good job in coverage when they have a chance. And but the line, like I said, the line's going to have to get pressure out there. They're going to have to win the trenches here in these next 2.5 quarters. They're going to have to win the battle in the trenches to give themselves a chance to get back in this one. 2nd and 10 now from the Triton 42-yard line. Westafer on the near side showing blitz. He's going to come on the inside. And Ginter's got it, and Ginter's got some space. There's going to be a flag on the play. Amsden runs him out of bounds, but this one might be coming back. Might be a hold on the play. And it is. So wave that one off and move him back.
Catch a break.
Big break there, of course. Exactly. Big break there.
So this is where I'm taking advantage. Plus, they're 10 yards back. Let's stop them right here. They're behind the sticks. Let's plant our foot in the ground. Let's get a stop right here.
Because right there, you got to make the most of whatever opportunities you have, whether it's a tip pass, whether it's, like I said, a penalty here or a short yards run. Use that momentum because you're going to have to drive and kick them right in the teeth on this one.
Yes.
2nd down now, and 18 is where they'll be at. So Triton has a chance for a big stop here to push them back. See if they can pull it off here. Can't give that middle lane to Ginter because he's shown he can accelerate through and Wagaman. But keep an eye on the tight end. Sam Huffman and, of course, Zach.
He's a big boy, dude.
Oh, and he's quick, too.
Oh, yeah. It's the tight end you want.
He's looking for Miller. He gets a short completion. Good job by Koppas to drive him out of bounds. An initial contact was made by Gavin Ness, the sophomore. You talk about another player that's got some promise. He's 5'9", but Gavin Ness, 5'9", sophomore, number 10.
10?
Oh, yeah. He's gonna be pretty good too. You talk about a speedy guy and strong. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Nate Riggins.
Nate Riggins?
He reminds me a lot of Nate Riggins. I mean, of course, Nate didn't run the ball very often, but I mean, as far as strength and playing the defensive spot, he reminds me a lot of Nate.
And he's wearing his number.
It
must be in the number.
Must be in the number. It's got to be. It's got to be.
Nate Riggins, he was a small, feisty guy. He's quick. You know, he's not afraid to stick his nose in there.
Hey,
that's what you need.
I can think of plenty of small NFL players that were feisty guys, and I mean they made out all right.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, but Nate was a fun one to watch though. He was a guy that kind of came in. He was that spark when you needed a spark. He just came in and he threw it in there, and he did a good job with that. So Coach Whitaker, new defensive coordinator from Jimtown, brings that down. He's got, his different look of defense has just been a lot of fun to watch. The guys have really picked up on it quick. There's a lot more. It seems like during Manchester, a lot more movement. And the guys really communicate well down there on defense. I mean, granted, I didn't have a headset on. I was sitting in the opposing stands for the Manchester scrimmage, but I was real impressed how they played defense. And it's like a high energy. These guys have bought in, and the guys like Jeremiah Farrell have just caught on. Jeremiah looked really good there in that opening game against South Central.
I've heard good things about him.
This next year and a half is going to be good for Jeremiah. He's going to be a real talented player. Nate Amsden, another junior. So this junior class, there's some pretty good ball players in that junior class.
It'd be nice to get some varsity experience now.
Oh, yeah.
And bring it.
Noonamaker now, 3rd down. Here comes the rush.
Oh, nice pickup by...
Looks like Nate Amsden in on the tackle. Good pickup by Amsden.
Read the screen, saw that the linemen were get through way too easy.
I mean, he goes right in there and just wrapped him up. That was a good tackle.
That was a good tackle.
You want to see how to tackle, and as far as how to learn how to do, that's how you do it right there.
Wrap him up, bring him down.
Of course, the guy holding the other microphone here, he knows how to tackle. So Drew knows how to tackle. I'm sure Gavin can get out there and throw some guys down. He's stronger. He's stronger than he looks.
Yeah, deceptive. Looks can be deceptive.
Exactly. It's not the matter of the size of the fight. The dog in the fight. It's the matter of the fight inside the dog. I probably just botched that. Yeah. Wagaman now. He'll send it away. He's got a big leg. I was watching him kick early, but he might pin him deep. He'll get in around the 10-yard line.
Well, it's nice to see the defense stop him. Force a punt.
So that's right there. This is one of those moments when you got 4 minutes. You got plenty of time to drive down there. And, you don't get the ball back after halftime, but still going down, getting a score, putting some pressure on that defense, keeping their offense off the field for the last 4 minutes would be awesome. So the playmakers have got to get open, give a chance for Pitney, and the line's got to give him time to get a chance to get a good throw off. No penalties.
No penalties. Just take your time. Make the single play. Make this play right here.
So it'd be a huge confidence boost for the guys, like you said, to make this play here.
What I'll be telling my guys right now is just let's get the first down. 10 yards.
Forget that scoreboard. Just worry about the chains.
Yes.
Pitney now the shotgun. Play action fake, quick hitter to D'Angelo Shumpert. Shumpert cuts back inside. Good block there on the outside. It's a nice spin move. He'll work forward. That was a great block by Bryce Coppice.
That was.
I got a feeling we got a replay coming. Watch here. Watch the downfield blocking by Coppice. He gets right up there, and he picks up his guy and does a good job getting him up. But the
Perfect
spin
block.
move was great. Timed perfectly. So
Those-
2nd and 2.
Those out on the end receiver blocks are harder than they look.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I mean, you would know. You would know.
Stock blocking is no fun, but it can make the difference between 2 yards and 10 yards.
Oh, exactly, for sure. 2 wide receiver split to either side. Here we go. Hand off to McIntyre.
Nice big hole.
McIntyre still on his feet. Good drive
Keep
by
going.
McIntyre. A man with a motor who doesn't quit. Hunter McIntyre goes right through the defense for the gaping hole. Watch him accelerate here. Goes
job of
right
busting
through.
that.
Initial hit, stay on his feet, hops over him, but then Wogman got him in for the tackle to bring him down. Great play by Hunter McIntyre. 11-yard gain on the play.
So that's what you want to see from your line, just opening up holes for your Hunter just to run right through.
Well,
Nice and easy.
like you said, those short passes will open that up.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. 1st and 10, 2 wide receiver splits either side. Pitney goes back, looking left, looking for Coppice. Has Bryce Coppice. Coppice
Makes
on
a
his feet,
move.
drives
Nice
forward.
job.
Good effort by Bryce Coppice, stretching out for the first down. Right there, you can feel that momentum starting to shift. Watch this nice pass on the money.
Beautiful.
Coppice hit him in stride, cuts back in, almost makes three guys miss.
So you see this. You're starting to hit your stride. Football's a lot of game of momentum and just how you're feeling.
Yep,
So hopefully they start feeling this confidence, start feeling the groove, and just keep going.
because there's still plenty of time for them to come back.
Oh, yeah.
2 wide receivers, same set. Pitney goes back. He's looking left, going and batted away by Sam Huffman. Huffman got in there on the edge and reached up and knocked it away from Pitney.
Who's 57?
That is
Trenton Kreft.
Trenton Kreft. Yep,
Did he change his number?
he changed his number. He went from 22 to 57 since we have some like with Wilson being hurt. They moved him in. He hasn't been playing line until this game.
So this is the
So
first
this
game
is
for
for,
him.
and he's done a good job playing
Yeah,
down
you
the
haven't
line
even
spot.
noticed. I think Hunter McIntyre also changed his number too.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 4 this year.
Messing me up at the start of the game.
Trust me, I had a hard time learning names this year. McIntyre goes forward. Not a bad gain on the play. That was hard for me because when you watch the tape from the first year I did, of course you were wearing 12, and I'm sitting there trying to say to everybody's name. Well, that's not who that is. I got to write this down to who these guys are going to be.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was real worried and like saying Snyder. And then when Cabrera was wearing 9, I almost said Orson the one night. And then Shively wearing Billy's 75. I've had a hard time, but I haven't messed up in the game yet.
It's good.
3 wide receivers, trips right. Pitney goes back, tries to go across middle,
overmissed
just over the head of D'Angelo Shumpert here. Inside 2 minutes.
Yeah, that used to be the play for Delano. Giving it to D'Angelo, that would have been
That'd have been a money catch there. He
Money.
would have plenty of room to run.
money play if they can connect on that.
They're going to send the punt team back out there, and Orion getting a nice picture of the Friday night sky there to the east. Great night for football. It's cooled off.
It
That
is.
heat went away, and it's been a good night. A lot better than last week. That misty, rainy stuff is just,
Oh, it's no good, especially for a spread.
oh, yeah. Cabrera, nice kick, end over end, bounces around the 25-yard line, takes a Triton roll almost to the 20-yard line. You get there on the 22-yard lines where Noonamaker and company will set up. Now, for Triton there, they can't hang their heads on that drive. They did stall, but they had some really great plays. They know what's going to start working. That will help them. If they can stop them here in the last 2 minutes and keep them out of the end zone, this will be huge for those guys going into halftime.
Oh, yeah. You see spurts of it, really good play, and they just got to make that final jump of where you make one play, you make another play on both offense and defense.
And Triton's quick has that quick strike ability to score points. So they're not out of this yet. They can stop
No way.
Bremen on their next 2 drives. It'll be huge for the Trojans. And Triton has played really good coming out of halftime on a lot of their first drives. Either it's on offense or defense. They played well. Riker hops forward there. He'll go. They're going to go to Wagaman. Wagaman gets through, gets a hole, and he'll get brought down by Gavin Ness. Gavin Nessen on the tackles. Good job for him to hop on the runner. He got a pretty good run there on that opening run there. So they're going to go on that hurry-up offense. Nunemaker back out of the shotgun. Play action fake, looking right, looking for Bennett. But he's going to go to Miller. Miller reaches out, or excuse me, Huffman will reach over.
Nice
and
grab.
he reached out there and brought it down. I'll tell you what, you talk about a talented tight end. Right there's one.
Oh, yeah.
Got the other one up here in the booth with us.
I was about to say, he might just be as talented as I was.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
He has more size than I definitely had.
Not sure. That looked like false start on the offense. A lot of players fall forward. Not sure about that. He'll spike the ball.
There's a lot of movement. I'm not sure what it was.
Coach Eunice wants a flag. I don't blame him.
Farrell seems excited out there. He seems passionate about something.
Oh, yeah.
Saw him jumping up and down.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Now they're going to throw the flag. There they go. So, yeah, exactly. False start on the offense, moving back on that one. They had to have a little conference there. So here we go, moving back, first and 15. Okay, with minute 18, they got some momentum here. They need to use that momentum and get a big stop here. Westafer's going to drop back.
Drop back into a 4-3. Cover anything deep.
He's looking across middle. Miller's got a space. Brooks away. Baxter comes in and makes a good open field tackle.
Yeah, that was very nice.
So the big thing is that clock's still running, so that's a good positive thing for the Trojans, being that extra defender, that 12th man for him on defense.
Just don't give up the touchdown. That's the worst thing you can do right now.
And don't give up a big play. You got to take any momentum from Bremen that you can.
Yeah.
Like I said, Triton's played well coming out of halftime. Either it was offense or defense. They've done a good job really stepping up, making plays out of halftime. Nunemaker looking left, looking up back again. An open field again for Huffman on that one. And he'll get a first down, or excuse me, Miller on that one. Right there, just that one spot there to the left. They're leaving that spot wide open.
I would say almost Quentin's got to read that, see that, and maybe even jump it.
Because now, so a timeout for Bremen. But yeah, like I said, for Quentin, he's got to read that now. I mean, he's about, granted, being out of football as long as he had, this being the first year back. It's kind of hard to get your instincts back in that thing. But now you see that your coach Whitaker down there say, okay, you're going to have to step up, make this play. Because being the safety, you're that strong safety, you're going to have to come up there and make that play. We was talking the other day, and unfortunately I didn't get the chance to play football in high school. State Fair and 2-a-days were always during the same time. That's when State Fair went a whole week, so trust me. If parents would have signed off on the waiver, I would have loved to play safety or middle linebacker. I wasn't big enough, but man, I was a little more like a Nate Riggins. I believe it or not, I used to be tiny, believe it or not. Then I found my wife and I got big. But like I said, I mean, I would have loved to be out there just to make contact and hit somebody. I didn't want to play offense. That was for me. I'd rather be the guy going out doing the hit, and that's where I found.
That's always the fun part, right?
Oh yeah, we used to play tackle without pads, and I hit people, but that's not real safe either. Looking back on it,
I mean,
but still, it was fun though.
Fun, though.
It is a lot more fun though.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna do that in a few weeks.
Oh, there you go. I can't do that anymore. If my wife found out I did that, I'd be in big trouble.
Got all the time in the world.
Right there again. Oh, lucky break there, bouncing off the arms of Miller. So even if you're there, you could have Kreft step back in zone on that play, get him to just a step back and read that play. If he steps back and takes up that spot, he had up that hole in the zone.
Yeah. Step back right in the middle and just be body looking left to right, see who's coming across. That's the biggest thing is secondary. You got to communicate, you got to talk, you got to be looking around.
And that's, like I said, communication is going to be key. I mean, especially back in that secondary, because the line guys got their own assignments, but you got to keep your assignments. But yeah, you got to be relaying what you see happen on this other side and try to get up there and make a stop in the zone or stop in coverage. Nunemaker back out of the shotgun. He's looking across. Here comes the blitz, and they might get a flag on the play, and they're going to get a crossed.
Lost a few yards.
Lost a few yards on the play. Good call there, but it looked like there was a hold on the play, and they didn't call.
Got away with it.
So you kind of watch.
Oh, that was that diving catch.
I mean, that was a nice catch earlier there by Huffman. I mean, he's been a gamer here in the first half for the Lions.
He has.
So you played out there with Bremen. Take me through what it's like that week leading up. Ryan, if Rose.
Ryan.
Take me back what that week was like. Get ready for that battle for 331. What was that like?
Well, I can't speak for
I mean, for you. I mean, for you.
I always look forward to it. I'm like, this is the Bremen week. I actually know people on this team.
Oh, McCoy with the quarterback sack. That's the mud. That's what you talk about, momentum play there. Timeout, Rodney Eunice.
Big play right there. See, that's what you got to have. You got to have those spark plays.
Might need to put some more seconds on the clock. He's trying to get some but
instant replay. We got instant replay. Let's
exactly.
use it.
It's right there. Unfortunately, we don't have an official up here to be. I mean, we got Gavin. He's just as good, but if not better.
Definitely 50 seconds left.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what I see. That one looked like a 5 a second ago. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about?
But great play by Travis McCoy. He's another player. You know, he doesn't have a lot to him. He's a junior. I mean, 6'4", 185 pounds. He's got that length. Kind of reminds me of a Lucas Richman from a year ago. Tall and lanky. He's got those long arms. You know, and I was talking my interview with Coach Bragg this week for the Beyond the X's and O's interview that I did with him that we showed this week. I talked to him, and, you know, being on the line, you don't have to be the biggest, strongest guy in the world. If you're quick and fast and use those strong arms and know how to beat your guy.
Oh, yeah.
You can think of us. I mean, okay, you're not going against the behemoths you see play on Sundays, but
no.
But these guys here being in high school, you don't have to be the biggest guy.
1A, no way. You don't have to have that size.
And exactly. So I mean, go ahead. Sorry.
I think Pioneer was pretty much like a perfect example of that. Like last year, they didn't have the biggest line, but those guys just knew how to play and they were fast.
Exactly, and that's the biggest thing there, especially for linemen. You get to your plays faster. I mean, if you shut off some of those weight now, granted you get those special cases like a Connor Ousley and a Billy Smith that can get to their spots real quick, like Ralston and your younger brother. They're guys who were big, but yet could still they were still quick. These guys, we may not have the size, but they're fast, and that makes up for a lot of that size.
That's what they got to do. They got to wear the lineman down just all game long, be sprinting around.
Exactly.
And then in the third and fourth, take advantage of them.
So need a big play here on special teams. Almost had the block. Quentin Amsden, the ball's high, and it's going to go out of bounds. Takes a Bremen bounce there, so 9.2 on the clock. So you got to imagine Bremen's going to go into a little bit of a prevent defense, prevent anything big down the field. But if we remember from a season ago, almost a year ago, when we played Culver, we had Delano Shumpert gets that little catch in the short, and he took it 71 yards to the house. So, I mean, we got another Shumpert in here that can do this very same thing.
We got those playmakers there. You just give them the ball, and you just let them run.
Exactly. Give your playmakers a chance. I mean, those guys can open up plenty of things down the field and in space.
We don't have to bomb it down 60 yards if we can just throw it a little screen pass and then let him run the 60 yards.
Exactly.
He's going to run it either way. So
he's rested up. He could take this one to the house. They're moving him back. Wogman's pushing back. Bennett as a single high safety. 2 wide receivers set, split to either side. Play action fake, quick hitter. D'Angelo Shumpert, give the playmaker a chance. He's going to try to find some space. Cuts back inside, trying on his feet.
Get off.
And he'll get down.
Timeout or spike it. Get up on the ball.
They got 1.2 seconds.
This is where you got to be leadership. Oh, nope. Timeout.
Triton still had a timeout to burn. So 1.2 right there. Like you said, give your playmakers a chance to make a play, and Shumpert did it there on the play action fake. That was a good play by Shumpert.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, one of two things. He could have cut outside to get down or just get down in a hurry so that clock would stop to give him a little bit more time. But when you're in momentum play and think you can make a play, that's a hard thing to judge when you're out there. So with pro football going, who thinks can win the whole thing this year?
For pro football?
We'll see if I watch the Super Bowl or not if a certain team gets in like a fourth time.
Well, if the Patriots get back in, I'm rooting for anybody but the Patriots.
Oh, you bet. You bet. Trust me. If I would become a Raiders fan.
Anybody but the Patriots.
Anybody but the Patriots. I don't care who it is. I don't care. I'm sure some people will disagree with me. Anybody but the Patriots.
I want to see them get back in.
You're a Patriots
You want to
fan?
see them get back in?
Yeah. I'm a fan of them.
Gavin.
We're going to have some troubles over here.
But I'm going to have you converted before the end of this game. I'm telling you.
I don't think so.
You know, orange and blue is a good color. You know, I'm just saying. Denver's on the upswing, man. Oh, don't you shake your head at me. Don't you shake your head at me.
Who lost their best wide receiver to the Patriots.
Well, now he's on the Jets. We won't talk about that subject. And that's the end of the first half. 21-0, Bremen leading the way. But we will take a quick break. We'll be back after halftime. I'm Andy O'Hara. We'll be right back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
At this time, we'd like to introduce our junior high football roster team. As I announce your name, you can take a step forward and wave to your family and friends. Evan Amore, Logan Bunch, Isaiah Lemler, Wayne Reichert, Chris Roberts, Jose Uloa, Isaiah Vaca, Dante Workman, Pierce Brookins, Luke Coomer, Landon Headington, Cohen Hensley, Kendrick Jones, Lucas Kaufman, Javen May, Jacob Pitney, Hunter Schetzel, Anthony Shue, Cole Shively, Brady Snyder, David Thomas, and Tucker Warshaw. The head coaches are Jim Snyder and Jeremy May. Assistant coaches, Jim Snyder Sr., Travis Snyder, Malachi Green, and the manager, Jezreel Lemler. Once again, last Saturday, the varsity cheerleaders hosted a mini cheer camp. They had 55 elementary girls attending. Tonight, they'd like to show you a little bit of what they learned.
Please pick them up at the south end of the bleachers. Thank you. It's so easy for us to tell others what we want for our future.
I don't know, the third time I've heard him.
That's good.
All right, welcome back, Triton Trojans fans. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler. And joining us now tonight in the booth is Drew Stichter, and, of course, the man at the controls tonight, Gavin Greer, Sr., up here having him run the replays. Done a good job. We're going to get him talking more. Like I said, we're going to get him converted from his football team. We'll get him somewhere. We'll get him somewhere. But anyways, I'm going to give my usual halftime shout-out to Danny and Caden and Jackson. They're all home watching. Of course, Jackson doesn't understand. He's probably asleep or got a bottle right now. But future, in his dad's mind, future middle linebacker or inside linebacker.
Plugging up the holes.
Oh, yeah.
People over.
Hey, I'll tell you what. He was doing push-ups last night.
Oh.
6 months old. The kid's lifting himself up and dropping himself down. Then
start him young.
And then he had one hand. I kid you not. He put one hand down, lifted his body up, reached out, grabbed his bottle, and was drinking on his belly. I was like, that a boy.
Oh,
that a boy. Dad's got a bruiser coming. So, anyways, his score is sitting here now 21-0. Triton had a hard time, but that second quarter, they started finding their groove, getting themselves back in the game, making some good plays on both offense and defense. I'm sure I would like been a fly on the wall in the locker room hearing Coach Eunice and Coach Whitaker and all the other assistants talking, getting these guys amped up coming out of halftime. Like I said, they play well coming out of halftime. I mean, whether it's offense or defense, they come out and they make a play. They need that one just spark on defense.
Yes, they do.
They get that one. Either it doesn't have to be a turnover. That sack like what McCoy did, something like that to get them excited. Because when they came down, I guarantee they would have had more than 20 seconds. I guarantee they could have found a way to the end zone on that drive. I guarantee they would have found it. So of course, Bremen won the toss. They deferred, so that means Triton's going to send it away. Now watch Cabrera. You talk about his go. You think he punts the ball well? Wait till you watch him send this thing away.
Oh.
I'm telling you what.
Back in the end zone?
Shades of Brandon Linker. Yeah. Ooh. Shades of Brandon Linker. I'm telling you. Linker's got a leg, but I'm telling you what, Cabrera, he's going. Well, they might be using Farrell.
Is it Farrell?
Yeah, yep, they're going to send Farrell out to send the kick. So Cabrera's going to go there.
Okay. I know when Linker was in there and he would send it through the back of the end zone, I know me and Lee would be like a race to the end zone. Who can get there first?
There you go.
Have some fun there.
Oh, yeah, you got to have fun there.
Oh, yeah, you got to have some fun while you're out on the football field.
I mean, if you're not having fun, I mean, yeah, it's serious. You're working out there, but yet you got to have some fun and enjoy the game at the same time. So Jeremiah Farrell's going to send it away back deep as Ginter and Bennett for the Lions. So we'll see what Triton can do here as there is the Friday night sky is now dark. We'll see, and the full moon starting to make its rise there on the east. We'll see if that full moon's going to be a good thing rising. Squib kick, and it bobbled. So good job there by Sam Huffman to get in there on that one. And you think I'd have his name down by now.
Sam Huffman.
With Huffman,
his name out.
I mean, like I said, he gets down there and gets a hold of that one. So good field position for that Bremen offense that looked good in the first half.
So in my mind, it's 0-0. Yep. I'm going to come out and fight, and this is time to learn.
It's a new half. It's a new half. It's a new half. And you mean right here is where you just open up and just you see the guys who look like there's a little more intensity, a little more confidence, a little more spark for them on defense right here. They're going to go to Wagaman. Wagaman's going to find some space. The big fullback still on his feet. He's going to get brought down by Kobe Mast in on the play. So not the way you want to start out on defense, giving Wagaman a chance to break free. Their blockers up front for Bremen have done a good job.
So you got to have excitement. You got to be out there ready to hit, but you can't go right past the runner either.
Because right now for Triton, I mean, you got to know Bremen this is their Super Bowl. I mean, this is the one they had circled there. I mean, having a tough start to the season. They're going to come and play hard-nosed and tough. They had to be ready to go here.
This is their time to turn it around.
Ginter cuts upfield from their hole, and he'll get a nice run on first down.
Number 28, Brady Ginter.
Unfortunately, looks like Cabrera's still on the sideline. He kind of hobbling along there. He's trying to see if he can get something stretched out.
Takes up 7 yards, 2nd and 3.
So Triton here now. They're going to have a tough end of the season. 4 away games to finish the season. Now that's going to be brutal for these guys on the way out.
4 away at the end.
Yep, be 1 at Culver, then at Pioneer, then come back to Judson. Then we'll be down at Knox, and then finish out at Winnemac. So the moon's starting to rise there to the east. We'll see if that can help out Triton's defense here. Here goes Ginter. Ginter finds some space. Ginter's working here, gets forward. That'll be another big gain there for him, as they're just going right down the field with those running plays.
Nothing fancy, straight down the middle.
They're just running right down the throat of the Trojan defense.
This is where middle linebacker, you got to start getting on your guys on the line.
And that was one thing I know with Kreft and Mast. I know they played more of the end, like kind of more on the end last year. But Billy Smith back there was a guy who really did a good job communicating when he still went from on the line, putting his hand on the ground, went back to being the kind of like the quarterback of the defense.
Oh, yeah.
That defense really just changed in a couple weeks.
Up the middle.
Yep. So they're shifting over. Cam Shively pointing the way. He's trying to get up down there.
There you
Good
go.
job by Kobe Mast to get in there on that one.
That's what you like to see. Middle linebacker, filling the hole, filling the gap.
But watch Cam.
Oh.
It's okay. Psych. Uh-oh. But on that play, Cam Shively, he went through, ate up that blocker, and they really and they made Wagaman cut inside, or Genter cut inside to get in there on the tackle. That was a good job by Cam Shively. That line did a good job giving Mass a chance to get through to get to the runner. So here we go. We'll see if that moon rising is going to be some help here. Nunemaker out of the shotgun, looking left. Here comes the pressure. Throws one up there. Hit. And, a deep incompletion. So right there. Oh, he took a big hit. He's down.
That was a big hit.
He got popped.
That was by Cam. That was massive.
Cam Shively with the big hit.
You see in the
Take him down, big man.
Oh, it was a good hit.
Oh, there's a round with the moon. Oh, man. Could this be a big change of momentum for the Trojans? Cam Shively comes in and lays a monster hit. Is your mic turned down? No, you're good. So they're going to take a break. Hope the Nunemaker's okay. Never like seeing a player get banged up.
No,
He'll have to come off for a play at least.
Nice to see him up and walking.
Yeah. Don't like seeing players get hurt, whether it's opponent or your team, but man, Cam Shively, you talk about a hit.
Oh my, that was like
I'm telling you what. I told Cam on Saturday he's in the running for my favorite player. I mean I like all the other guys. I love them. But I mean Connor, but boy, mercy sakes.
I mean, props for the quarterback to stand in there and take it. He didn't expect such a big hit.
No, I mean, plus with the way the coverage was going, so like I said, that moon rising, can it be something for another defender for Triton? So they're going to throw, looks like, who are they going to throw back at quarterback? They're going to, this is a different look.
Are they going Wildcat?
Looks like they're going Wildcat with Bennett as the quarterback. Yeah. He'll receive the snap. They're going to go to the offside.
Nice.
He's going to try to find some place. He almost gets tripped up and still on his feet and drives forward. Big gain for Bennett out of the Wildcat. So Nunemaker, he must be feeling better. He's going to get up from that. Must have knocked the wind out of him.
Must have.
But there's a plus, though. Unfortunately, you don't like you don't want to see guys getting hurt, anything like that. But that hit might be enough to get in his head to shake him enough.
Yeah.
And that's where you got to play off of that.
Make him second guess. Make him like, oh man, feeling some pressure.
So when he hears footsteps, that could really throw him off.
Yeah. Those are the kind of hits that you dream about. You know?
Oh, yes.
I have an empty quarterback. I get it full speed right at him.
Wrap him up. 4th and 4 now. Here's a snap. Nunemaker's going to try to go up on top to the Bennett, and he hangs on to it for the touchdown.
That was a nice grab. Went right over.
That was
the
a nice corner end zone throw.
He threw it up to his big receiver, and the receiver just went right over the defender's head.
That was kind of shades of Tye Orsund there in the corner, how Tye used to kind of run that corner spot into the end zone. And
Tye would run that fade 10 times better than I would.
But Bennett's been you saw him Moss Baxter earlier. I mean, when he kind of went up over top of him and ripped it from him. I mean, granted, not a good play for us, but still it was a good football play.
It was a good football play. I know it's like you hate to say it, but it bounces off the.
No good. That's the first missed extra point of the night. So that'll bring our score 27 to Triton's. Not on the scoreboard yet, but I don't think that's going to last for long. I got a feeling they're going to come out here firing. There's still plenty of time for football.
Yep.
Now,
solid moving the ball. So let's see if it goes on, continues over.
They need to pull a South Central here. Where we were way up on track, we had South Central blank there in that first game for 3 quarters, and they came back in the 4th quarter and scored 3 straight times to get back in the ball game. So, I mean, they were getting 2-point extra points and getting those to drop. And, of course, the moon tonight, like I said, full moon Friday the 13th. Could that mean something big for the Trojans here in the second half? I got a feeling there is.
It's all about the mindset. You can't think about what's the score. You got to think about the next play, next drive.
I mean, that's what you got to worry about. You got to just ignore that score. Go out there, keep playing hard for your guys one play
yeah.
at a time, one yard at a time. Keep thinking, let's move the chains. Let's get past moving the chains. Let's get that first down. Then get at the next first down. And eventually when you get in there, then you worry about the touchdown when you get close enough to do that.
You keep working, chipping away. Next thing you know, you look up at the scoreboard and it's a close game.
Exactly, and if they can do that and really slow down the Bremen offense with that running the clock, though, I mean, they're going to they can't take forever on these drives, but yet they need to get on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if Quentin Amsden can get another shot of a good return here. Ness has returned the other few.
He's had some good returns.
So a nice high kick. Ness gets it from his own 20-yard line. He's going to cut back upfield. Has a blocker. Gavin Ness still on his feet. Gets almost up to the 40-yard line. Might get up to the 38 on that nice return. He kicked upfield and went for a big run. They must not like that.
Makes it switch screens. It doesn't want to play the replay.
Oh, gotcha. Might have to get the mastermind get the Hall of Famer to take a look at that at some point. Technology, you got to love it when it works. You're doing a good job, Gavin. You're doing good down there, even though you're still a Patriots fan.
We'll forgive half of you. Half the bad things we said about you.
Nice pitch by Pitney, but yet the Bremen defense get in there on that one to knock him back. That's one thing about Connor. He gets in there. He's got ice water in his veins, and that's when you run the veer like that, those option plays, you gotta be ready to get hit. That's why I don't see it in the NFL done a whole lot.
Quarterbacks can't take a pounding like that.
No. And you don't want, and if you're paying that guy $20-some million a year, you don't want him getting hit like that. You don't want him getting hit like that.
No way.
So here we go. 2 wide receivers split to either side. Shumpert and Baxter outright. Amsden and Koppas near side. McIntyre in the backfield. We'll see if the line can open up something here. Here's the snap. McIntyre's got a hole. McIntyre still on his feet, running hard. Good pick up there on second down for Hunter McIntyre to make that third down more manageable.
Yep, third and manageable, very much. 3rd and 5?
Yeah, it's going to be close. Pretty sure it's 3rd and 5.
Yep.
Or 3rd and 4. So 8 yards on the carry. That's one thing I like about Hunter. When he gets them legs going, it's like a freight train. He doesn't look like he's that big, but boy, he just pounds right there. It's just like the Bears and Tariq Cohen. I mean, he's not the biggest guy in the world, but yet he can still find a way. And of course, Philip Lindsay.
Doesn't go down on the first hit.
Doesn't go down on the first hit. Bounces off that guy and just accelerates after that. That's one thing I really appreciate about Hunter is that second set of acceleration he can do. 2 wide receivers split to either side for Pitney. He goes out of there, play action fake, goes on the near side. Amsden must have changed jerseys in there at halftime. Something must have happened to his other one. He goes from 80 to 83.
Blood on his jersey, maybe? Who knows?
Could have been. That's Nate Amsden. He switched jerseys at halftime. Something must have happened. Must have got blood or something on his jersey, like you said there.
He heard footsteps.
Yeah.
Heard footsteps, started thinking about moving upfield before he actually caught the ball.
And that makes it tough for sure. So here we go. 4th down and 4 from their own 45-yard line. This could mean some big momentum shift if Triton can convert this. Trips left for Pitney. He goes back in the shotgun. Here comes the pressure across the field. He tries to go, but they're going to get a pass interference on the play. 2 flags coming in. The receiver might have got hit before the ball got to him. So we'll see what they call here.
That was good. I caught it.
Pass interference on the defense. Triton catches a huge break on 4th down.
Gets that first down. That's what you want to see. Keep the chains moving.
Now you keep an eye on like a guy like an Aaron Rodgers, who when he sees that free player, sees that guy, or even like your more experienced quarterbacks, they'll throw into coverage and they have a chance for a guy to pick on a guy to try to draw that pass interference. That's a ton more yards on top of that.
Oh yeah.
So here we go. 1st down and 10, then Bremen territory. Triton driving on, having a nice drive here thus far on this one.
Let's keep it moving.
Here we go. Amsden, the tight end slot right. McIntyre gets the handoff. Good cut upfield from McIntyre. He's rolling forward. That motor's still running. And a late hit. Or a late flag, rather. And it might be a late hit. The Bremen player came in there late on the hit when McIntyre was clearly down. Hit him in the back. That's a dangerous hit.
That's what I like to see. McIntyre being hit once or twice and keep moving his legs.
So McIntyre's going to come out after getting popped on that one. Kobe Mass is going to come in.
I'm sure McIntyre likes that, having a second running back that popping a breather.
Yeah. And you got to love the reaction from Coach Whitaker down here on the sideline talking to McIntyre, really encouraging him. I said, Hunter, I love watching Hunter play. I mean, you talk about high IQ. He's got a high IQ. He's a smart young man.
Yes, sir.
And he's a great runner. So the trips left for Pitney. Kobe Mast in at running back. First down and 10 from the 29-yard line of Bremen. Here's the snap. Kobe Mass, and he'll get met quickly in the backfield. Bringing him down is Brody Eschenberger, the sophomore Bremen Lion player.
He's only a sophomore?
He is only a sophomore.
Jeez.
I don't have his weight. I didn't have enough room on my Excel spreadsheet for that one.
54?
Yep.
6'3", 250.
Jeez, I wish I was that big as a sophomore.
I'm like,
I mean, and he just looks like a big boy. He's not. Sheesh.
Obviously got the wrong genetics.
Careful.
I say that right when my dad's in front of me.
That's what I was going to say. Careful. So 2 wide receivers split to either side. That line now has got to stand tall on second down. Here we go. Pitney, all the time in the world, finds Bryce Coppice. Coppice has some space. He's going to try to find his way. It's going to be close for a first down.
There you go. This is what you want to see. We're moving the chains.
Right there, those slant plays, they're moving back just enough and making it. Gavin, just say that you're not a Patriots fan, and I guarantee it'll start working.
Probably working.
That's what's going on. They found out you're a Patriots fan. Gavin's doing a great job. There's a lot to this. This is why I don't get to touch it.
There's so many buttons and stuff over here. I'm like, geez, this is a setup.
In the volleyball game, I started broadcast volleyball here this season. And the other night I had to run the cameras. Orion had to walk away for a little bit. There's a lot that goes on trying to run the camera and talk. There's a lot going on. So here we go. Another set. Third down and short. Kobe Mast. Kobe Mast drives forward. I don't think he may have got enough.
Maybe.
It's going to be close. They showed on the other side of the 20-yard line. It's a first down, and it is. Good job by Kobe Mast.
So we got to convert, make points here.
So a little bit different offensive play calling philosophy for Coach Eunice. Pitney's now coming to the sideline more versus receiving the call from the sideline. He's coming to the sideline a little bit more what Bremen's doing, and that's working out well. Get the right communication, relay it to the guys. Nothing wrong with that.
They went back to the huddle.
Exactly.
Although I like the no huddle personally.
Oh, I do too. I like that. I like that hurry up no huddle stuff. I like that. I like the no huddle. On over to McIntyre.
Makes the guy miss.
Oh, that was Mast on the carry. Excuse me. And I think is there a flag on the play? No. Okay, I saw the marker on the side.
Yeah, you saw the marker on the sideline. Yellow.
So McIntyre coming in for Kobe Mast. Mast had some pretty important runs there, so that's going to set up second down and 9. 4 minutes and counting here in the third quarter. Triton desperately needing to find Pater on this drive. They'll hopefully set up a big fourth quarter. So 3 wideouts to the left. Shumpert's going to take in the inside spot on the slot. Pitney drops back. Looking for McIntyre. Fits it in the window. Touchdown, Triton.
Nice.
Oh, but there's the flag on the play. Oh.
Yeah.
You couldn't have fit that in a better spot. Oh, man.
That was a beautiful pass.
Whoa, you talk about a window. Connor Pitney, we're going to talk about that one in our interview tomorrow. Mercy sakes. You could just see that window just close, and he hit it right on the money. Hit him right in stride and gave McIntyre a chance to run after. That's what you call throwing your guy open. He does it right there.
That was very nice.
Man.
We definitely have to limit those. Those are drive killers right there.
Yes, it is. That's a momentum killer right there. But then this is where the thing is, you got a short-term memory, but you got to like the fact they're taking a shot downfield and you're getting your running back to kind of come out of there because they're dropping back and trying to cover the receivers. But with McIntyre coming out of the back there, that's a good decoy to have. And then when the Hunter can catch and run, he's really been the main source of offense here.
That was a perfect pack. Him stride right in the spot where he could only get it.
Ball's thrown. Good job by Nate Amsden to go up and get it.
Making some big catches here.
And right there, Amsden didn't worry about the defender on that one. He's learned from that earlier incompletion he had earlier.
Learn from
He
it.
was patient, went up and got it. That was a real good play by Nate Amsden.
That was
Even
nice.
better throw by Pitney.
Yeah, put it where only his receiver could get it. Receiver went up, caught it,
Exactly.
brought it down.
And the one thing I didn't think there, that line gave Pitney all the time in the world
Oh, yeah.
to throw. There was no rush at all on Pitney.
You give Pitney enough time,
He'll make
your
you pay.
receivers will get open, and you'll make them make the catch.
Exactly. Big 3rd down and 9 here. Triton gets all those penalty yards back on that one. We're going to go with the option. Finds McIntyre. McIntyre, good cut back in. He's still on his feet, and he's going to get up a little ways.
Targeting, maybe?
We got a flag on the play?
No, I didn't see a flag. It was just from my angle, 20 looked like he was.
2 yards to the 16.
Coming in late.
Make that the 17. Picks up a yard.
So 1 yard gain on the play.
Going for it.
Hey, you got to now. I mean, that
Oh, yeah.
moon, you got that moon up there. Hopefully that's going to play in here big for this 4th down play for Pitney. Now, the last time this happened, they got a pass interference penalty. We'll see if something big can happen here for the Trojans. They need a break on this play. For Pitney out of the shotgun. He's going to go over, looking for Coppes,
Nice.
and they got the 1st down.
That was a great catch. These
Who was on the
receivers-
catch of that one? I think that was Coppes.
Coppes. Went in.
Oh, that's Chance Baxter.
20.
Chance Baxter comes in, makes a big play.
That was nice. These receivers, this drive have been really on their game.
But if you watch there, when he came back, he cut in, and look how he got the route. He got his defender to chip outside and took that inside route,
Yeah.
opening a big window for Pitney to throw it into.
Yeah, got on the inside of the defender, went in, caught it before the safety.
Like I
Could
said,
get
that
to him.
moon's coming is really giving him some energy, I'm telling you. Play action fake, rolling out on the QB rolling out, and good job by Pitney to throw it. It got outside the tackle box, and Pitney's down. Pitney's down. He was outside the tackle box, looked like. On the run, Pitney's banged up. You got to think Lucas Cabrera is going to get warmed up now. Lucas Cabrera, he's a very
already
mobile.
walking over.
Pitney unfortunately got injured in the offseason, had to have work on that shoulder. He's hurt.
They're going to have to take a timeout.
Timeout, Triton.
Triton's going to take a timeout here and give Cabrera a chance to warm up.
Pitney take a hit.
He
Had
took a big hit on that play.
250 pounds, 230 pounds just fall straight on top of him. That's never.
Oh, and that ground's not. I mean, it's a little bit.
No.
It's a little forgiving, but it's not really forgiving, especially when you have a guy coming and slamming
Yeah.
into you. On
If
that
you
one.
get slammed down with 250 pounds between the, it doesn't feel nice. I'll
No,
say that.
I just hope Connor's okay. Great kid. I just don't want to see a season end like this.
No.
I mean, like I said, he had off-season work on that shoulder done, but it really hadn't. And then, like I talked to Coach, it really hasn't affected his release at all. I mean, his release was still good. He was throwing. I mean, he's still throwing plenty of power and accuracy.
Oh yeah.
Even with that, but hope he's okay. Might have been a stinger. You never know. I just hope it's a stinger and it's not nothing. No damage was done, and just hope he's okay. So Cabrera, now he brings another dimension to the game. He's a very mobile guy. It's kind of like a more inexperienced Beau Snyder, if you will. But like I said, he's figured out his footwork. He was kind of having a hard time with that footwork early on, but a young man who can really make some plays. Now he's really now starting to throw off his toes. I mean, he was kind of flat-footed there for the first couple of times he did it, but then he really got up on his toes and gets a good, nice release on it. So see what he can do here. And he's a strong runner. Let me tell you, strong runner. Second and 6. Oh, mishandles the snap. Cabrera falls on it. 3rd down and goals coming up here. Kobe Mass coming in. Pitney's looking like he's feeling good, and they might try to go back in the game. Pitney's feeling better. Chance Baxter coming out. Eunice Collin running in the play to Cabrera.
See what Eunice comes up with.
Hey, he can draw him up. I mean, you played under him. You know what he is capable of. I'm telling you what, Rodney Eunice can be drawing up something real big here. Now keep an eye. Split backs in the backfield. This could be interesting. Defense cheating up a little bit. Here we go. Hand off to McIntyre. McIntyre tries to find the outside, still on his feet, driving forward. McIntyre with a great run.
That was a great run. Made the first few defenders miss and kept on his feet, kept going.
He keeps driving, though. When he gets that sideline, he just finds that next gear and boom, with a man with a – I told him I gave him a nickname. Whether he likes it or not, he's going to stick. Man with the motor that doesn't quit, because it doesn't quit for Hunter McIntyre.
No, sir. I thought he was going to be down, draw got pulled down early on, but no, he made that guy miss. Missed the second guy, kept going.
So the strongest man on the field, Connor Pitney's coming back out. Hope he's okay.
Looks like it was just a stinger.
Got to love that competitive edge by him. Knows how important this game is to this team and to these guys to go out there and show that strength. And when guys do that, it kind of gives you that. You see your quarterback go down, but get back up and come back in the next play after getting hit pretty hard. That's a big boost. So big 4th down here for the Trojans. And we're going to get a whistle on the play. There's a flag on the play. They got the timeout off. Okay, they got it off for the play clock. Went to 0. So Triton now, I think that might have been their second timeout.
Second timeout, yeah.
So 1 timeout left for the 4th quarter. That's not
what you want. Not ideal.
Not ideal. However, there's still plenty of football left.
This is important right here. We got 4th and 7. We got to punch it in.
So right here, I mean, you have a bunch of different options. Your receivers are making plays. You got to think that Bremen's going to be watching the receivers, and McIntyre can. I mean, that wheel route he ran earlier was awesome, but you got to think, where do you go? For me, if I'm out here and I'm calling the play, I'm going to say this a little quieter so nobody hears me say it, but you have got a great weapon in Nate Amsden. You let the big man go up and throw it up, give him a chance in the middle, and just let him use that weight and just get him in the end zone and let him go make a play like a Jimmy Graham, and then he'll bring it down. I'm telling you what, he's a guy, and I will use the term good. I mean, give him another year, he could be great tight end. Nate Amsden's a good red zone target. Right now, we'll see if Eunice draws it up and gives him a play.
This is where your tight ends make your living. It's like this. Hey, this is where I want.
Exactly.
This is where I get my touchdowns, Coach.
Exactly. That's what you say.
Like, hit me up in the middle.
Hey, you know how it works. Now watch. Here we go. 2 backs in the backfield for Pitney. 4th down. Here goes the snap. Fake goes to Amsden in the middle, and Amsden's got a touchdown. Like there. Right there. Called it. I called it. Give it to your big man and go and let him score. Nate Amsden from 7 yards out gets it from Connor Pitney. Triton's on the board.
That is beautiful.
So right there's that's the momentum. Now that's the same thing what happened to South Central in that game. If Triton converts the extra point here, gets down, makes a stop on defense, it's still a ball game. They're still within. It's not over yet.
We were moving the ball. I like the offense. Get a stop and let's get the ball back.
And even though we had a bad penalty, we came back on that penalty. And then we just need to catch that break. Farrell to send it in. Jeremiah Farrell gets a low kick, no good.
Extra point kick is no good.
So still have that 6 on the board. But hey, they're on the board. They got back on the board here, so that was good. Like I said, Nate Amsden, you talk about a red zone target. He's just a big guy that knows how to really work in there. I mean,
big boy, got hands.
And he's great at coming off the edge, too. I mean, he's a great defender off the edge. I mean, Farrell's been working on the kicking. In warm-ups, I thought he was looking a lot better this week kicking. Unfortunately, that snap's got to be perfect. That ball placement's got to be there. And then it's a lot harder than the guys make it look on Sunday. That's why some of these guys on Sundays are having trouble moving them back a little bit for those extra points and everything. It was Amsden, yes. Yep. Yeah, he had to change. I think there must have been something with the jersey he had to change. Yep, no problem. So here we go. Farrell's going to send it away. Now, a plus side here. Now, if you look up here on this front line, Bremen's got this front line. They're bringing everybody up because Farrell had that squib kick earlier. They're coming out of the half. Could they pull a Saints thing here? But see, he could still drop it up over that second deal. If he can just get enough air underneath it to give your playmakers a chance to get out here, maybe force a fumble.
Get it enough air underneath it, get a good jump from your guys. Who knows what happens?
Love to see the student section get in here to this one here, the red, white, and blue theme here for tonight. Here goes Jeremiah Farrell. Gets right over that second level. Bennett muffs the kick. He kind of gets stumbled on that one. He's still on his feet. Here it comes. Oh, he's got a blocker. Bennett gets to the next level. Bennett's still on his feet. He's still driving. Triton's trying to get there, rip the ball out. Couldn't see what happened there in the end. Bennett gets a night, makes something out of nothing. He hangs on to it, got to that next level. Not quite what we wanted there.
Nope, don't want to see that.
But still, he muffed the punt. So they're kind of starting to get a little shakier. Things are kind of starting to happen. Triton's got to be ready to pounce on that ball if it comes free.
Yes, sir.
36-yard return to the Orion.
So Kobe Mass getting the team all rallied up and get ready for this defensive stand. If Triton can make a big stop here, kind of go up there and just stuff the run or stuff the play would be huge on this play. Westafer here on the near side spot, showing blitz. Goes up to Wagaman. He goes up, and Triton, they had him at the line, but a good bring down by Jeremiah Farrell. Brings him down there for the short gain.
They run that cross buck or something.
Yeah.
They fake it one way and then bring it back the other way.
They better get used to that because they're going to see it next week against Culver because Culver runs it very well.
You got to follow the guards.
Yep.
I don't know if they pull. I haven't actually watched to see if they pull a guard, but if you have that middle linebacker, you stare down that guard. You actually don't even look at the running backs.
Exactly. You got to stare at your line and give yourself a chance on that.
The line will always tell you where the ball is going. They never lie to you.
Exactly.
So,
and that's one thing where that'll be at the end of the third quarter. 27-6 is our score. That's one thing. And Gavin, so how's the computer working over there?
We can't do replay anymore. It's just switching across the screen, and we're going through and removing what we've got so far tonight.
Okay, not a problem. Hey, you're doing a great job. You're doing better than I would. I will tell you that because
100%.
Orion started to trust me and tell me about how to do it on Wednesday night, and I looked like a deer in the headlights.
No.
Are you sure you want me doing this? But like I said, this could be a huge play here. So he didn't answer my question. Who do you think is going to go all the way?
I'm not going all the way. I guess I'll go Saints. That's what I've been reading.
They looked really good. They looked really – I mean, when that before I had to watch the awful Monday night game after that, that game was interesting that last 2 minutes. And only Drew Brees could come. They gave Drew Brees way too much time to come back, but the Saints look really good. They look really good. I'm
never given a veteran, experienced quarterback time. That's the worst thing you can do, right?
Yep, exactly. Philadelphia looks explosive. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I still think the Cowboys can show up. Oh, look,
nice
there
play.
you go.
Catch him in the backfield.
Was that Kobe Mask? Kobe Mask gets in the backfield and brings him down.
That's what you like to see. Big spark. Now let's capitalize
Kobe
on
Mast on the play. Oh, he did?
Oh, that's all Kobe Mast.
Okay. So good play there by the Triton defense to push him back. It was a great play.
See, that's the spark you need. See, now let's bone up, stop him on third down. 3rd and 10. You can't imagine Bremen will try and do anything on 4th down here.
Nope. They're just high enough. They might just feel comfortable enough to just say, okay, send our kick team out.
Send the kick out.
Okay, but keep an eye on Huffman and Miller here on the near side. Huffman's all the way far on the right. He's all by himself over there.
Oh, draw play.
They called a draw play, and Wagaman gets there, but it's not enough.
Short.
We'll see what Coach Leeper does here. I got to imagine they're going to send the kick team out. Although Nunemaker's going over there, they might be going for it.
They believe in their offense more than defense. It's a big 4th down.
So the Triton offense is really scaring. Nope, they're going to leave Nunemaker on the sideline. They're going to kick it. But keep an eye. There could still be a fake. Because you can kind of tell that the Triton offense is starting to scare them a little bit.
This is what I'd be yelling on defensive. Fake, fake, fake. Watch that ball get punted away. You don't leave downfield until you see that ball come
Exactly. And
they got communication errors.
And look at the defense. And now they're down, and I think they're going to call a timeout. So timeout for Bremen. So Triton has some of the momentum here going, especially making a big stop here.
Yes.
Big thing going forward. There's still plenty of time to go down and score, but they're going to have to be real. They're going to have to be almost perfect going down the field and making good plays to get those first downs and just get back up, keep going.
Yeah, and they've looked like they can do it, so I believe in them.
Well, we got Gavin stepping up here. So we'll see what happens after the 4th down. If you're down there with Eunice on this play, actually Whitaker's down there kind of talking about it. If you're down there talking about getting ready for the special teams play, what are you saying to the guys? I know, like you said, don't move until you see where that ball goes. How do you react on that one? As a defensive player, you know more than I do.
I'm going to sit there and watch. I know it's so tempting just to, go back, but definitely I would be almost expecting a fake. Expect a fake. Expect them not even to try it. And, you already have a guy back there. Let him go get it.
Exactly. So here we go. Wagaman to kick. They're going to punt it.
Or even try and block it.
So it's going to be a high kick. Amsden running it down. He's going to let it take a bounce. It takes a Triton bounce back towards the 15-yard line, but it'll be inside there is where Connor Pitney and company will set up. Got to love Pitney's toughness. I'm telling you what, that's a tough dude down there.
He's taking some massive hits tonight, but he's going.
Trying to figure out what Farrell's doing there. He was running, he was hopping. He was hopping. We're going to ask that question during an interview. I'm going to ask what he was doing on that thing.
Well, you know, I'm just working out my calves.
And maybe that's what. Maybe he's just stretching his calves out. I mean, I guess I used to run funny like that out to the outfield and try to stretch my hamstrings out. But all right, here we go. 2 wide receivers to either side for Pitney. Hunter in the backfield. McIntyre gets it. He's going to work himself up there. Pretty good gain on first down.
Nice run. You're always happy when you get 3-4 yards.
Triton kind of showing more of that hurry-up offense. Hey, those yards count. Those yards count now.
Those are big yards.
The line's really standing tall here in this second half. The almost sack was Pitney broke on a quarterback on a bootleg. So they're going to keep that same formation. Just going to flip the guys around. McIntyre on the right hip of Pitney. 2nd and 6 here. Here's the snap. Going across the middle. Chance Baxter! He's got open field! Chance Baxter at the 50, to the 40, to the 30. It's going to get brought down to the 20-yard line. There's a flag on the play just on the near side. On this side, away from the play, there's a flag on the play. Did he just drop it? The official might have just dropped it.
That's in the middle of nowhere, so.
Great play. That was awesome. They were looking everybody was looking at Shumpert here.
Was
Watch
nice.
Shumpert. Everybody's staring at him, but Baxter was wide open, fooled the safety. Bennett about fell down, and Chance Baxter kicks on the Jets there. Still plenty of time. Triton showing life.
There you go. See, that's what you like to see. Big play. Let's capitalize on it.
Good job, Gavin, on the replay.
Very nice. Safety ball down on Shumpert. Hit the open receiver.
Made him sit down. Pass will get knocked down again by Huffman.
So this is where you catch your breath. You had a big play. You had the excitement.
Keep playing with that emotion, that confidence that they just had from that play, and just keep playing hard.
Bring the confidence. Take a deep breath. Let's just do our jobs, do our assignments.
Good job by Huffman on the end to get up there and get in front of that one. So batted ball. 2 wide receivers, same set. Hands off to McIntyre. McIntyre's got some space. He's going to get through. Oh, my goodness. Runs right through the Triton offense, coming alive with that bad moon rising. Watch here. McIntyre acceleration.
Boom.
Boy, they couldn't run down. He had number 54. That was Brody Eschenberger, the sophomore. He was just reaching out there. He's like, I got to reach for him. He's making them work. 1st and goal now for the Trojans, threatening for pay dirt yet again. Here we go. Here's a snap. Option. McIntyre cuts back in field. McIntyre gets a little run on that one, but good job to make the first man miss.
Very nice job. Get up to the line of scrimmage, maybe gain a yard or 2.
Good run by McIntyre. That brings 2nd down. Gets up to the 4-yard line. 8:28 remaining. Pitney receives the call. Same set. Pitney now dropping back, looking left, going across the middle. Had a guy open. Might have been a little early on that one.
Good defense.
That was good defense. I mean, good.
That would have been an absolute perfect pass to sneak that one in.
Amsden had a step on him, but the defender was all over him. Here we go for Pitney. Big third down here for them. He'll go to work. Mishandle snap. Pitney's got a fall on it. So we 4th down now. It looks like they're going to be back to the 12-yard line. Mishandled snap there. Okay, to shake it off. Big 4th down and goal here.
You know they can make yards, or gain yards, not make yards.
Pitney rolling right. Here comes the pressure. Tries to go over to Shumpert. He's got to come back and make a play, and that'll be turnover on downs for the Trojans. Looked like he got underneath it enough to catch it. So that's the 12-yard line is where Nunemaker and her company will come back out. Now, even though we didn't convert the touchdown, there is still a chance. Now they're still on there. They got them pinned deep in our back in our their territory. If Triton can get a good twist off that line and force them back at a fumble, they don't have a long ways to go. Interception don't have a long ways to go. Something big could happen here. You got to imagine they're going to go up there with that I formation. They're going to run it right up the middle. Just watch here. Here the linebackers start communicating to the guys on the line. Here it goes, right up the middle. And that's Wagaman, short gain.
That's classic Bremen right there. Power. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. It's going to be right up the middle with my fullbacks, running backs.
Because now their big thing is they're just going to try to get that clock to run.
Oh, yeah. They're going to take the full 40 seconds, 30 seconds.
Yep.
And just run it down.
Wagaman.
So this is where it's nothing fancy. Let's just play smash mouth football.
So if you're the middle linebackers, especially if you're Amsden back there, be ready to get to that next level, to get to that runner. Here it goes again. That's Ginter now. Ginter gets free. Ginter's got a blocker. Ginter's got the speed. He's on his feet and brought down by Quentin Amsden. Or, excuse me, Chance Baxter. That was a good hustle play to save a touchdown-saving tackle because Ginter's got the speed. Baxter just gets there and brings him down. So here we go now. 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line is where they'll set up shop.
So this is what you got to limit. Can't let those big runs.
You really got to be ready that second level to make those stops. Here we go. Here goes the run to Wagaman. Here goes Wagaman again. He gets a pretty good gain. Looks like about 7 yards on the carry.
Another thing you got to be careful. You got to have your safeties and corners alert. They'll sneak one right past you.
Exactly.
Dive. Oh,
play action fake up over the top.
Right over the top. We fell for it earlier, so we can't have that happen again.
And Nunemaker, like I said, I mean, the stats may not show the first 3 games, and I said 0-3 coming in. This is a good 0-3 team. This right here could be their Super Bowl for the season.
Bremen always feels that their bad teams are still average or
hey, they're still tough kids.
Yeah, they just know how to play football over there.
Wagaman with open space. He's got some space now. See if Westafer can cut him down. Westafer slows him down, still on his feet, running down inside the 10-yard line. Big run there for Bremen. And you got to watch him run through the tackle. Sure, that's a strong bit of running. Triton just couldn't get it to him to wrap him up. Had a couple chances to get him. And he'll get a good run all the way down inside almost to the 5 to the 7-yard line is where they'll set up 1st and goal now for the Lions.
I say on the 6 or 7.
30 yards on the carry to the 7-yard line.
So big carry on the play for them. Nunemaker under center, hands back off, goes to Wagaman again. The big strong runner's going towards, and he might have got a yard or 2 on the play. I mean, for the guys here, I mean, you're inside. You might technically, 5 minutes, it's going to be hard to come back, but here's where you learn to go into next week. Get your confidence back up. Go in there and make a big stop. Although it may not be on the score, may not translate to the scoreboard, but this is right here. You can learn from the mistakes and just really build on that for the next week.
And you can build off the second half momentum. I think they've played
well in the second half.
Minus a few exceptions with some big plays, but you got to learn here. Take your bruises, learn your experience, gain your experience.
And right there, that was a good stop on that second down run there for them. That was a good stop.
Yeah, they're not giving up that touchdown easily.
Like I said, that 3rd and 4th quarter, if that was the first half, this would be
a close game.
This would be a close game. So Triton has looked good here in the second half. They're shown life. Unfortunately, that last drive stalled and didn't get the touchdown on that drive after the mishandle. The snap kind of hurt us a little bit there. But right here, you can still make a play and keep them out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
Still playing for pride here. Here we go. Nunemaker rolls out left. He's still on his feet. He's going to find some space, and they may have stopped him. They may have stopped him short.
They got him short. See,
that's
that
down.
play.
Exactly.
Where they dive, and then suddenly they're doing a naked bootleg out. And I know I fell for that once or twice.
Oh, hey, it's real easy to fall for.
Oh, yeah. You just get in that habit. Oh, look, there's a handoff.
They catch you napping.
Oh, yeah.
But right there for Triton, that was huge. A goal line stand on third down. That was huge.
That was very big.
So you got to think, are they going to go for it, try to punch in, or are they going to kick the field goal? When Unamaker is getting talked to like they're going to go for it. They're letting the clock run down, trying to use as much clock. They might be kicking this.
It looks like they're going to call a timeout. They're going to run one right now.
So here we go. That'll be the end of that one. So 3:21 left. And like I've been saying, and we talked about, I mean, it's where these guys are growing. I mean, as far as young men, as far as competitors, the guys, they're not quitting. They're still fighting hard to really do their thing. These guys are looking good. I mean, they're improving. A lot of stuff really improved tonight. Their running game hasn't been this effective against tougher teams, and they were effective tonight.
Yeah, they had their runs.
Exactly. And I mean, Schumpert was getting covered, but Nate Amsden came alive. Koppas came alive. Baxter, oh my goodness. That young man.
Baxter had some great catches.
Gavin, even though he's a Patriots fan, I'm just kidding, pal. Called it earlier in the game, said get it to Koppas, because like we said earlier, he was 5 for 5 coming into the game. Baxter coming in, he was 5 for 5, and he had that big run up the middle there.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, he's a pretty capable receiver, and the offensive line has done so well in pass protection. The line has done a good job tonight. In certain situations, they've done good. They've gotten better as the game's gone along. And you can really show the conditioning as the season's gone on. These guys are really starting to get back in shape.
I think that's the biggest thing for our line. Like, we might not be the biggest, but we can be the most conditioned, and we can last into the fourth quarter.
Exactly, and that's even more huge because the other side can get tired. And if they're not, and especially in 1A, you're playing a lot of guys both ways.
Yeah.
And for us, it'll be big here. So 4th and goal, Nunamakers out there, they're going to be going for it. Look for Wogman to run this one.
Look for a silent snap, sneak right up the middle. Be right up there.
Wogman now on his own line. He's going to use the QB snack and Triton stopped him. And he fumbled it. Triton comes back away with it.
That's what
Watch
you
him
like to
here.
see.
Watch those interior guys. Watch the middle linebackers as they get ready to come up there and cheat up there and make this play. Good job by Reichert to get that push and just shuts him up, and then they shuts him down, but then it gets a good job getting a hold of that ball. Good job by Triton. That was awesome.
Yeah. Very nice. That defensive line, they just made a stone wall with that offensive line. That's what you like to see.
And right there, even though, like I said, it doesn't translate to the scoreboard, those are plays like that. This team's improving. And as they learn as the season goes on, this is not a team you're going to want to face come the end of the season and going into sectionals. I mean, even though we're in a tougher sectional, this is not a team you're going to want to face.
No.
They're getting better. That iron is starting to sharpen the iron. They're going to get it figured out. Pitney back now in as quarterback. Looking across. He finds, I believe that's Baxter on the far side. Baxter on his feet, cuts back in, still on his feet, still going.
Nice running catch.
Can't tell who that was. Looks like that was Bryce Koppas on the catch and run. Good job by him.
I'm impressed with these receivers.
It gets hard to see when it gets darker out. The numbers get a little harder to see, especially on that far side.
And our jerseys don't help at all.
That's okay. They look cool, though.
Oh, they look cool. And I firmly believe Brown designed those exactly like that on purpose. You can't see the numbers.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Again, Koppas with the play. Bryce Koppas, the last 2 plays, has really come alive on those out routes.
That's what you like. When you have 3 or 4 good receivers, it's hard to stop because you cover one guy like Schumpert. He's been silent tonight, but all of a sudden, Koppas.
And they've really been focusing on Schumpert. Like you said, that opens somebody else up. It's just like in basketball. Everybody's going to crowd one guy. If you're going to double team you, somebody's open. Here goes Pitney looking again. Goes back to Chance Baxter and gets a hand on it. Couldn't bring it in. So Baxter gets a hand on it. Couldn't quite reel it in there, but the receiver's still coming alive. That's another positive for tonight. The receivers have played well. The offense is, opening a call, holding on the Trojans. Oh, clock stops at 2:59. Okay. I'm still learning signals and everything.
It's a challenge.
We are spoiled on Saturdays and Sundays when the official clicks on his little microphone and everybody hears
says it. Yeah.
We are spoiled. Looked like it was holding. It was holding.
Second down and 14.
So here we go. 2 wide receiver splits either side. McIntyre on the left hip of Pitney. Here we go. Quick hitter. Baxter now gets a little good block there. He'll roll forward. He might have enough for a first down.
That's just a
Oh, I guess I'm sorry. That was initial. Sorry. I was lost track where we were at.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get the holding calls. That's why you can't have them.
Yep.
Makes it 3rd and 9.
Caught the broadcaster napping. I'll tell you what, Trenton Kreft has done a great job playing right guard tonight. And even better, Trey Shue, the freshman, has done a good job at left tackle. And Cam Shively done a great job. And then in there now is, I believe, playing center. Quick hitter on over here to Baxter. He'll get hit Hurley, and that was a big hit. That was a good hit there by Zach Zarnecki.
You know, these receivers, they aren't – Coppus and Baxter aren't the biggest, but they go in there and catch the ball when they need to, and they'll take the hit. They hold on to it.
So Farrell might be trying to stretch out a cramp or something because Josh Lemler – excuse me, not Josh Lemler. Luke Snyder's in at center. McCoy at right tackle. Here we go. Pitney looking across, fights on tight window. Coppus with a good catch, but there's a flag on the play.
Holding again.
One player shaken up there. That might be, I believe that's Eschenberger.
That's horse crap!
They're going to call a chop block. It's not one you see very often. So a cut block on the play. It's going to move Triton back. Unfortunately, penalties have been one thing tonight for the Trojans that's kind of hurt them real bad tonight.
Yeah. You can't have it.
So here we go, 2:01 remaining, 4th down and long. Pitney's going to drop back for the shotgun. They're still moving them back.
How many yards is that? Is that 15 yards?
That looks like it's 15 yards on the they're down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, you definitely can't have those.
So same set. This two wide receiver split to either side set has worked so far for the Trojans. Pitney on the shotgun. He'll work here, looking down. Here comes the rush. Pitney breaks out free to the right side. He's going to try to throw it downfield. Did he get the play? Baxter might have caught. Oh, no, he dropped it.
Caught it.
And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Bremen will get the ball in Triton territory. Well, there's a penalty flag on the play. Might have been a late hit.
I think it's another hold.
Might be another hold, though, the way they're kind of talking. Umpire threw it, so there it's going to probably be a holding on the play. Holding on the offense. Another hold for the Triton tonight.
They'll decline it.
So Bremen takes over on downs. Inside 2 minutes remaining. But still, there's a lot of positives. I mean, granted, you're going to have those things. But, and I talk to you, sometimes, and for me, okay, granted, I didn't play sports. We all know that. I've said it enough times. I showed livestock. Yeah. But yet you learn more from your defeats than you sometimes do the victories. Because sometimes when you look at victories, you're not going to look at all the things you did wrong in that one. You're going to look at what the things you did right. However, in a lot, sometimes with the loss, that makes you better. And like I said, last year for the guys that lost to LaVille really opened their eyes up. And I mean, then they lost to the Bremen team. But those two losses really opened their eyes, and that rest of the season was money for them. Could that open these guys' eyes? I think it could. I mean, there's still winnable games on the schedule. And this is a hard-working group of guys. I mean, I'm impressed with these guys. Getting to know them, I mean, it's been great.
Yep. I think I would say just keep working. You're young, well, not even young team, but just inexperienced.
Yep.
And so getting that varsity experience, learning just how to cut tiny mistakes.
But yeah, exactly. Get your experience in there. And these guys, but see, the thing is, they are progressing. They're not stepping back. Even though injuries are kind of hurt us here tonight, where we don't have some guys in, but they've done a good job playing with Bremen. I mean, been playing hard against Bremen. They're going to go for the victory formation here and kneel it here. But still, you held them under 30 points. Yes, this is their first win. This is the first time they've got to win this season. I mean, they would have this one circled on their schedule after facing 3 tough games to start out the season. But Triton played good. Nate Amsden looked good. The line looked good. There was a lot of positives they can take from this game and learn from the mistakes they made, the penalties. Mm-hmm. You can't have those penalties. They can get that kind of stuff reined in before the end of the season. This team can be really good going into sectionals.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like I said, you're going to have to really, really learn and work hard because with Cherubusco on the schedule and I believe Adam Central's on our schedule.
Adam Central, that's a big team.
Two really tough teams, and like I said, and some of the other guys are just as good, if not. It's going to be a lot tougher. But for Triton, unfortunately, they fall here 27-6, being the final score. Tonight, scoring-wise, going there, I mean, Nunemaker to Miller early on for a 33-yard gain, and then Nunemaker again to Bennett for a 19-yard gain. Then Wagman had a 2-yard run, but a 21-0 at halftime. Then it was Nunemaker to Wagman Bennett in the corner for a short gain there, put a 27-0. But then Pitney to Nate Amsden for a 7-yard touchdown as Triton's lone score of the game. They fall to 2-2 on the season. They will head down to Culver next week, down at their place in Triton. Who knows? The Culver game usually is a pretty good game. We'll see what they can do next week.
Culver always seems to be a nice team. It always seems to give us a competition.
But yeah, and then usually the teams are usually pretty evenly matched. And like I said, we could be in for a treat next week. Also, like I said, tune in tomorrow. We'll have the volleyball tournament. I'll be here broadcasting that. We'll get some interviews tomorrow for Behind the X's and O's, our new segment we have. That's a lot of fun.
I've watched a couple of those. They're nice.
I'll tell you what, that's one thing I kind of regretted. I didn't do much with your guys because I didn't really know anybody, so I was kind of just
learning,
easing my way into things. That's a lot of fun getting to know the players. It makes things easier up here getting to know the guys, getting to talk to them. It's great. Plus, it's kind of fun to see them kind of try to let those motors run or those gears run their head when they're trying to answer questions. But I told the girls they're going to have to step it up because the football players have done a pretty good job on their interviews. So
laying down the challenge.
So that's going to end it here for us tonight. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemler and Gavin Greer and Drew Stichter here tonight with us, joining us here on the broadcast. We're going to sign off. So until next time, Trojans fans, remember the Trojan way.